Sports Radio 560 WQAM Miami Fort Lauderdale presents the Neil Rogers Show.
Right.
To talk to Neil, call 567-0560 toll free for Dade and Broward, or pound 560 on your cell phone. The opinions of Neil, his guests, callers, or anyone else on the show do not necessarily reflect those of WQAM, Beasley Reed Acquisitions, or the Beasley Broadcast Group. Now, Neil Rogers on Sports Radio 560 QAM.
She looked like a lady, walked like a lady, talked like a lady, but I got wise. There's a dip between the thighs, oh yes there is, a dip between the thighs, ooh. You showered me with kisses, I thought you were my queen, but I noticed something funny, I saw the bulge in your jeans. She looked like a lady, walked like a lady, talked like a lady, but I got wise. There's a gap between her thighs, oh yes there is, a gap between her thighs. You were my perfect lover, but how I was surprised. Not only do you have one, but you're not circumcised.
Boy!
Looked like a lady, walked like a lady, talked like a lady, but I got wise. There's a dip between her thighs, oh yes there is, a dip between her thighs.
What, I make a mistake yesterday or what? Big one. Wow. Made a bad mistake taking those calls. There's nobody here. We just got the riffraff left here in town, and why the hell did I do that? Am I going to do it again today?
No.
No. Or tomorrow? What do you think about tomorrow?
No.
And how about Friday?
No.
No. No calls. Got a lot of great stuff. Haven't played that in a long time. I got some of these old best of things to play here today. Got a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. Lots of stuff to cover today. I just want to mention in passing David J. Neal and Michael Russo, a pair of assholes. No, they're just assholes is what they are. In the pocket of the organization. I don't want to say that it was Robert Grieper that snitched on you guys, ripping me over there in practice in the morning. Rip away, guys. I love it. Because when I know that I'm really getting to you, I know that I'm doing my job well. You're just a bunch of rubber stamps writing a bunch of puff pieces. This is the only market in the world where a supposedly professional sports franchise could be doing to the public what the Panthers are doing to the people here, and they get a free pass. And Michael Mayo writes one column that was actually pretty good, and he gets a little carried away talking about Bure hitting Terry Murray over the head with a stick, and right away, that's the only thing that they can see in the article. You guys are pathetic. You're a bunch of suckholes, which this town, haven't I always said that? This town is loaded with suckholes. There's almost nobody in this town willing to tell it like it is. Everybody wants licky, 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 licky. I'm not going to do that on this show, unless you really look good. Bring it on. I'll let you know whether I'm going to lick or not. Speaking of licky, man, what is with you people on the roads? I mean, on a good day, on a perfect day here, it's bad. At best, it's a nightmare. Even Bluff was just telling me. And I hasten to agree. I have never in my life, I've lived here 25 years, I've never seen anything like what I saw in the last 24 hours on the roads here. Now, coming to work the last 2 mornings, I'll grant you, it's nice. There's nobody here. Traffic is light. Get here in no time at all. But in the afternoon, going home yesterday, everybody out there is like hitting the eggnog, I think. They're hitting, I'm serious. They're all either stoned out of their minds or drunk or whatever the hell. They're just they're dropping acid, doing magic mushrooms. You're out of your minds. You're crazy people. It's not that there's a great volume of traffic, but it's the ones who are out there. They're nuts. Every single one of you are nuts. I'm on the turnpike trying to go home, and they're like all jammed up, and they're like going sideways and upside down and backwards. And 595, the same thing going home yesterday. I made a bad mistake going to Publix last night just to pick up a couple items. The Sawgrass Publix, where they're great people inside. But boy, what was going on outside? And it wasn't that the store was that jammed up either for the day after Christmas. I've seen the parking lot a lot fuller than that. But the people who are in there, they're like driving around in circles and like blocking everybody off. And what do I do now? Where do I go? And what gear do I put it in? Where do I stick it?
Rectum.
Yeah. And I'm sitting in my car just screaming at the top of my lungs, come on already, somebody go somewhere. I'd like to get home before midnight. This was 6 o'clock, you know, and I live 2 blocks away. Something definitely to be said for getting the holidays over with. Fast, soon, real soon. Okay, here's our poll. Jason Robards is dead, I should mention that, great actor. Do you know Jason Robards? No. You don't even know who the hell he was?
Name something he was in.
A Boy and His Dog with Don Johnson. I mentioned that because that might be one you'd know.
No.
Death of a Salesman? No. No. One of the all-time greatest actors who ever lived. A drunk, but a great actor. He's dead.
Was he in any war movies?
No. No, not that I know of. Who else died? Oh, over the way, what's his name? The pianist. Victor Borge died. Now, you got to know who Victor Borge is.
Oh, yeah.
You don't?
No.
Woo! Okay. Jason Robards and Victor Borge, and Joe Costello hasn't got any idea who either one of them were. That makes me very sad. Victor Borge was the comedian who was a great piano player, but he never played. He always would pretend to play the piano, and he would threaten to play it. He'd play a few notes, and he'd fall down and do. He was hysterical. But much before your time. He was about 140 years old. Old enough. He's dead. Here's our poll from yesterday. Not too big of a response because nobody's in town. In fact, a lot more than I thought we'd get. Best of Neil tapes. Like the one that we played on Christmas Day, which oh man, you thought the show was bad yesterday, which it was, thanks to you folks. I'm going to tell you, I'm still so embarrassed from that tape on Monday. Those Best of Neil tapes suck. They absolutely, positively suck. And I don't care what our consultant says or what our general manager says. Anybody who thinks that they could survive a whole summer in this place playing those tapes every day, I'd come back here. They'd be playing reruns of the Roadrunner here on a goddamn radio between 10 and 2 every day. You have to be out of your mind. They're old, they're stale, they're outdated. And when we're actually playing tapes where I'm talking about, well, today is December the 12th. Last time I checked, it was Christmas Day on Monday when I'm driving home from the airport. No, today's December the 12th. And I'm talking about stuff, guess what? That was going on December the 12th. With the electors and the election, and they're still counting the ballots, and they're waiting for the Supremes, and I mean, who the hell in their right mind wants to hear that anymore? In fact, that show, to be honest with you, wasn't that worth hearing the first time, based on what I heard of the tape. And we're playing it again, because it kills some time. It fills up 4 hours, and we can run some spots in there. It's a spot holder. You've heard of a pot holder. We have shows that are spot holders. And if you don't believe me, at 3:45 this day, I still can't believe this. I realize it's the holidays, but we have to be kidding. I was all excited because I see the Mad Dog is on in prime time. I heard a little bit of him in the car last night. Thanks for the kind words, Mad Dog. Had good things to say about me, about the big gorilla, as he calls me. But at any rate, he's on today at 2. Hank's got a few days off here for the holidays. But he's only on till 3:45, the Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Why? What do we have at 3:45? Hurricane warm-up. And what do we have at 4 in the afternoon? Hurricane basketball. Not just any Hurricane basketball game. They're playing the Lehigh Mountain Hawks at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Did you know what the nickname, now if you don't know Victor Borge and Jason Robards, please don't tell me you knew the nickname of Lehigh.
No.
The Mountain Hawks.
Didn't know it.
Yeah, I think they're kin to the Chicken Hawks. The Lehigh Mountain Hawks at the U of M Hurricanes. I guarantee you there'll be more people at that game than there will be listening. And you know how many people are going to be attending that game this afternoon?
Beyond.
Yeah. Tops. That's an optimistic view. There'll be beyond people in the stands, which is probably 3 times more than the ones who will be listening. But it's, we'll get some spots on during the game. It's a spot holder. That's all we care about. Just get the spots on. Like now. 9 minutes after 10 at 560. What are you laughing about? That's all we're here for, is to get the spots on. That's all we're here. Why do we play those Best of Neil tapes? We know they suck. Oh, I never gave the poll result. They're okay once in a while, 264. They suck, which is what I voted, 162. They're my favorite when Neil isn't there, 149, which means that out of the 575 votes we had, 149 people must hate George a lot. Because to say that they like the tapes, that that's their favorite when I'm not here, that's saying a lot, George. And don't drink too much eggnog this week. 10 minutes after 10 at 560 WQAM.
No portion of this program may be reproduced without the express written permission of WQAM Beasley Broadcast Group, Incorporated.
This station stands for nothing.
All right, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Puff Daddy, sitting in the chair. I'll call you Puffy.
Yo, man, yo.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here's your $100 question. Finish this nursery rhyme.
All right.
Hickory dickory blank. Is it A, Dock, B, Pier, C, Marina, or D, Inlet?
Whoa, man. It's a $100 question right here?
You're kidding me, right?
This is $100.
For $100.
This ain't the $1 million question?
Well, this is the first one.
Man.
It's only for $100.
Is this a black thing?
Would you like to use a lifeline?
Yeah, all right. What do I got?
Well, we have the Ask the Audience, the 50-50, and the Phone a Friend.
Ask the audience. Too many white people in here. 50-50 ain't gonna help me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna phone a friend.
Gonna phone a friend on the $100 question, finishing the nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
All right, who are we gonna call, Puppy?
Oh, my boy, Old Dirty Bastard.
Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah, Dirty we call him.
Our friends from AT&T will get Old Dirty on the line, and hopefully he can help you.
Yo.
Old Dirty.
Yeah, man.
Regis Philbin from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. How are you?
Aight.
Got your friend here, Puff Daddy.
Yo, Dirty, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
All right.
What's up, me?
Old Dirty, Puff Daddy's in a little bit of trouble here on the $100 question.
Ain't the first time, man.
First question, and the next voice you hear will be his. He'll come on the line. He'll ask you the question. He'll give you 4 possible choices. Are you set?
Hey, man.
Next voice you hear will be his, and 30 seconds begins now.
What's up? Yo, Dirty, finish this off for me, all right?
Hey, man.
Hickory dickory blank. Is it A, Dock, B, Pier, C, Marino, or D, Inlet?
Oh.
Come on, man, I don't got much time.
Man, I know this, man. I know it. I see it's Pier.
Pier, you sure?
About 30, man.
It's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, about 30.
All right, man, thank you very much.
All right, man.
Time's up. Old Dirty said Pier. You still have 2 lifelines left. We are on the $100 question.
You know what, Regis?
Want to poll the audience?
No, I like to add a lifeline.
Actually, no, there's only 3 lifelines. You've used 1, you have 2 left.
No. I get another lifeline. It's a brand new one to the game.
And what is that, Puffy?
It's called Shoot the Host.
Puffy, you can ask the audience.
I call it Shoot the Host.
Puffy, use the 50-50.
What's the answer?
Puffy, it's Doc. It's A. It's Doc.
My final answer is Doc.
It's Doc. And it's a good one. You got $100.
Run, you want for a run. Shoot it.
10:17 at 560. Lots of good stuff we're going to be hearing today, tomorrow, Friday, all day. Great stuff. Stuff you haven't heard in a long time. Stuff that you might want to hear actually again someday. But in the meantime, great column by Max J. Castro in the Herald on the op-ed page today. I'm not going to read it. It's too long. It's ponderous to sit here and read and go pop, especially during the holidays. But I just bring it to your attention. You're going to want to read it. Stealth Stadium. And it just starts out by saying, to those who are trying to sell us the idea that Miami's future hinges on the Marlins and the sweetheart deal that provides gobs of public money to build them a stadium so that they promise to stay here, cities are great because of fine museums, good libraries, beautiful parks, and vibrant neighborhoods. Cities become great because of their culture, their urban soul, and the spirit of the people. Cities are not made great by their ball teams or their ballparks, and it goes on at great length. Nice go on Max J. Castro, who's one of the few columnists in this town who on a regular basis makes a lot of sense. All the time. Every column he writes that I can recall is right on target. Even during the Alien days, he takes a lot of heat and a lot of crap from the militant old green-toothed Cuban community, but he makes a lot of sense and he's got a big pair, which finding anybody who does either of those in this town makes sense and has a big pair is like looking for a needle in a haystack. See, I don't want to dwell on it because it's depressing, but this town just attracts so many losers. Like doctors. Look at all the bad doctors we have here. I mean, trying to find a good doctor here, like I said, like looking for a needle in a haystack in the ocean. Stockbrokers. See, you're snickering. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. It's almost a New Year, and I'm not going to make a lot of stupid resolutions that I can't keep. But one I am going to make is that during the month of January, very, very soon, I'm going to find me a real, like, financial planner, somebody that's not obsessed with the same one-dimensional old crap. I mean, if I would have a broker that bought me a stock called Ash Jeeves at $120 a share, and there's now like $2 a share today, and on the verge of going belly up, I'd have to wonder if this man had his head on straight. Not to mention, of course, the ones that he did buy me, like Shitrix and Dish TV and all the other direct that this man is obsessed with. And I don't want to talk about the stock market, but I was telling Joe this morning, the fact is that during this last year, as disastrous as it has been, healthcare stocks and mutual funds, energy, natural gas, other forms of energy, REITs, there have been all kinds of things where people have made money. Not everybody lost their ass, but when you're dealing with somebody who's just a generic stockbroker, who's one-dimensional, who only knows one thing and keeps repeating the same mistakes over and over again, you're not dealing with anybody you want to entrust your money to, Mitch. You're dealing with a loser. Those kind of guys are a dime a dozen. Now, how I'm going to embark upon finding somebody, because down here, like I said, everybody's a pitchman. They're hyping and they're hustling, and like that idiot at the hockey games. The hustler. Oh, yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We got so many $1 billion locked up in money. Yeah. And if you're doing so great, how come you're hustling me like you're desperate for my money? I don't get it. Oh, and speaking of those hockey games, am I going to be going tonight?
No.
See, I come on yesterday, and I made a statement which I thought was, again, pretty gutsy and pretty on target, and should have been a good object lesson to a lot of people out there instead of being suckers the rest of your lives. And I get one call on it from some greasy old fart in Hallandale, some disgusting, miserable old piece of dreck, which Hallandale is loaded with, which they specialize in. You're a hypocrite. Yeah, you don't even know the meaning of the word, sir. You're an old, disgusting jackass. You're pathetic. You're what's wrong with this town. All I said was that I'm not going to be going to any more of those games. I'm going to the game when my team, the Toronto Maple Leafs, play here on Saturday. And yes, they lost to another girls' team last night, and it wouldn't make any difference. If they lost every game, I've been a fan for 42 years. I'm a real fan. I live and die with the Toronto Maple Leafs, which no matter what sport you like, assuming you like any of them, that's what a real fan is all about. But what's happening with the Panthers hasn't got anything to do with living and dying with a team. There's no effort. There's no effort by half of the players or more. There's no effort by the organization. We have a whitewash going on by the media who all of a sudden have lockjaw and can't open up their mouth and are pissed off at me because I'm the one person in town that's got the balls to tell it like it is. It's not just the fact that they played 35 games and they've won only 6. And the fact is that the product that they're putting out in front of the people is an embarrassment. They ought to be giving refunds after those games. That's not having a good time, to go see a lackluster non-effort and keep reading these stupid puff pieces in the newspaper about Terry Murray is like George Stephanopoulos. He's becoming a real philosopher, and he's up till 4 a.m. wondering about this. Yeah, he's wondering, all right, when the hell the goddamn shoe is going to drop and where the hell he's going to wind up screwing things up next, which can't happen soon enough. I mean, how stupid can people be that when the people bellyaching about Wayne and about John Henry, and rightfully so, but what do you keep subsidizing them for? Why do you keep lending them your tangible support? When say the best analogy would be, I was telling this to Duff before the show. You went into a restaurant that you've been going to for years, and you really enjoyed going there. Not a place with like greasy cold cuts like that one place, but I'm talking about a real good restaurant. Oh yeah, I'll get to them. I'm going to rip them an ass today too. Hey, if Defo could butch up and up there, and I salute Defo, man. He's growing a small pair. Joe Rose is working on him, and he's finally getting Defo to grow a small pair. Even rip those chronic guys. It's like a Frankenstein monster. He invented it, now he's destroying it. Nice going, Defo. You suckhole. But anyway, let's say there was a restaurant you really enjoyed going to, and the food was delicious, and the service was great, and they were friendly, you always had a good time there, and the prices were reasonable. And then all of a sudden the quality of the food started going down. And the prices kept going up and up and up. And the service, they just threw the food at you and they treated you like crap. Like, hey, don't bother me, I'm busy reading a book. And finally one day you went to the manager and you said, I've been coming here for years and I really used to enjoy it here, but lately the food is crap, the prices are ridiculous, and the service is indifferent at best and rude. And they said, well, we're in the process of selling the restaurant. And when we find a new owner, then the food will be good again, and the service will be great, and then the prices will be more reasonable. Now let me ask you, is there any person in his right mind who would go back and eat in that restaurant again until they sold the restaurant? You know, you've seen places under new management, you know? Okay, fine, I'll give them a chance. But if you knew that that was their attitude, is there any chance that any sane person would go back? Absolutely not. No. And that's why I'm not going to be going to any of those games except when the Toronto Maple Leafs are here, and I'm going to be rooting for them like I always do because that's my team. I'm a fan of that team and that organization. And we had plenty of dreadful years up there, but the fact is that's the team I'm a fan of. How can you be a fan of this, of what's going on here, of the slap-in-the-face routine that goes on here every couple of nights? It's not fun. It's not entertaining. And like I said yesterday, to sit around in a bitch session before the game and in between periods with a bunch of the same people, and I'm not saying they're bad people. Some of them are nice people, and they're hoping for the best, but they're naive. If that's the best they can do with their lives is to put on their silly little, their sweaters and go there and sit there and pretend that they're having a good time, good luck to you. Find a life. Go out and hold up a 7-Eleven or do something exciting. Go drink some eggnog. But that's not excitement. That's not entertainment. So if you want to attack me, if I'm the villain in all of this, I'm not the one that's taking your money. I'm not the one that's sticking it to you and saying, I'm not going to do anything to improve it until it's good for me. That's Baldy. That's the man that stuck it to you with his freaking Marlins. That's the same guy that's doing it to you with these Panthers. And that's the same guy that will always do it to you. He's the same guy that gave us Blockbuster, the Blockbuster Park. Not. That's why we're into this thing about a stadium now, because that was another lie in a long list of lies. Oh, yeah, remember Blockbuster Park, and we were going to have a dome stadium, and the Dolphins were going to play in a football stadium, and the Marlins were going to play in a baseball stadium, and we were going to have a world-class Olympic training track, and all of these things. Did it happen? No. And why didn't it happen? Because Wayne decided that it was time to take his $2 billion or whatever the hell he had in his Blockbuster stock and make that tearful exit on TV with the crocodile tears running down his cheeks. Wayne Huizenga can take his Blockbuster stock, he can take his Miami Dolphins, he can take his Florida Panthers, he can take all of his crocodile tears, as far as I'm concerned, and stick them all way up in his ass. Because he's not going to get another dime of my money. Under any circumstances. I'm going to sneak in my own soda Saturday night when the Leaf game is on. I'm not even going to buy his goddamn sodas. You can stuff it right up your ass. Because the way that you treat the public, the way you slap people in the face, and you still, like I said, got these stupid people keep coming back for more. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how I've been that stupid. It's taken me this long. I realize it's a pretty boring place down here, but Jesus, even just going to the track and losing $100 is going to be a lot more fun than going and seeing that crap again. And the excuses and the bull crap and the stories and these cover-up guys and all these little bush league, minor league kids writing this garbage in the newspapers, puff pieces. Man, sad. So you guys can be pissed off at me over there. It doesn't bother me. It wouldn't be the first time. Be pissed off all you want. I take it as a high compliment. I must be saying the right things. Look in the mirror and see the swill that you guys are writing in your newspapers every day, what are supposed to be real major market newspapers. What a pair of shills you guys are. And how about the rest of these guys? Dave Hyde and Dave Joseph and Eddie the Pope and all these other guys. Where's their comment? When are they going to open up a mouth and say something? They got lockjaw. Because certain people in this town, like Wayne Huizenga, they get a free pass. They can do no wrong. And like I said, pass rhymes with stick it up your ass, Wayne. And have a good time doing it. 27 after 10 at 560 WQAM.
It was on Saturday morning at exactly 9:04, but nothing could prepare me when I knocked on Riley's door. He was drowsy, he was grumpy, and in bad need of a shave. He was just about to put a cat into the microwave. I asked to use the bathroom, and he said he didn't care. He was reading the Sun Sentinel in his underwear. I looked above the toilet where the towels used to be, and there was fixed a crucifix for all to see. I didn't seek salvation, I had come to mow the lawn, but I found Jesus in Rick Riley's charm.
All right.
Yes, Brother Rick, he changed my life upon that fateful day. 'Cause by the time I washed my hands, I'd washed my sins away. Now I'll learn to be intolerant. I'll watch Pat Robertson, and I'll vote for Pat Buchanan, even if he doesn't run. I'll pretend to be a hipster, but my liberal days are gone. 'Cause I found Jesus in Rick Riley's John.
Oh! And back at you, 10:32 at 560 WQAM. It's a call-free week the rest of the week. Thank God. After yesterday, wow. What you people did to this show yesterday, I wouldn't do to Wayne Huizenga. I wouldn't do to Hitler what you did to this show yesterday. But what do you expect? Like I told you, we got nothing but geeks and the desperate. Just take a look around you. If you're in your car right now, I'd pull over to the side of the road and just forget about it. That's your best bet. Here's our poll for today. See, this is like a cathartic experience at the end of the year, like getting it out of your system. Like one gigantic bowel movement. Because I'm frustrated by a lot of things, one of them being the fact that we really are raising the kind of money with these charity campaigns anymore like we used to. Of course, we're not at the old station anymore. We're over here. And we don't really get an awful lot of cooperation here. We don't get a lot of involvement. Boy, that's the understatement of the century. It used to be kind of like a station campaign at IOD. Here it's like, that's Neil on his island over there. Maybe a few of us will humor him and throw a check for whatever that stupid charity might be this year. But other than that, screw him. And then, of course, we also have the added dimension of the fact that all the punks out there now are downloading from Napster and also burning copies of the CDs. So trying to sell CDs to raise money for charity is a fruitless effort at this point. Miguel is working on getting us a total, which we'll have you do today or tomorrow. And, of course, the thing continues through the 31st through Sunday. And you can buy your Best of Neil CDs and cassettes still in specs. But we'll be lucky to raise $80,000, I would say. At this, that's my estimate, my best guess. Of which $10,000 is the seed money I put in there in the beginning. So you're talking about really raising about $70,000 in an area of 4 million people. Not all that good. Not that great. And, of course, if George were here this week, which he's not, he's busy at home drinking eggnog. But if he were here, we could have that same argument again about the keychains, and if we had a lot more of them, we'd have raised a lot more money. Could we have that same argument again? Uh-huh. And it wouldn't be any point because, it's like talking to my mother. I'm talking, he's not listening. It's like talking to a rock. So our poll question today, should Neil bother with charity campaigns anymore? Now, what is the look? You give me a look?
I just didn't know you were going to do it today.
Why?
You had mentioned it.
Well, why not? Today's as good as any. Should Neil bother with charity campaigns anymore? Yes, no, or I don't give a schmidt. Those are your three choices. I mean, nobody listens to the show because they care about the CDs or and nobody listens for that reason. And when you really stop and figure it out, for example, I'm looking at the, where's the number? Where the hell did it go, Eric? One moment, please. Where the hell is the number on the order? 703. On our website on neilrogers.com. 703. Now stop and figure out, when you consider the fact that we have people listening in New York and in Detroit and in even in other countries, not a whole lot, but isolated here and there in Phoenix. 703 on the internet when you're all over the world. That's not a resounding number. In fact, I'll guarantee you that more than 703 people have downloaded this stuff from Napster and stolen it free than came up with the $20 for Planned Parenthood. Guaranteed. No contest.
How much of it do you think is actually on Napster? I mean, how many of the bits could possibly be on there?
Or even if it's not on Napster, just to burn the copy for their friends for free, which everybody and their brother now are getting. I got one of those. Remember the day I got it a year or two ago, the CD burner? It's great. In fact, I got all kinds of stuff that I, make my own CDs. All that great European music that nobody here wants to hear, but I'm going to play some today anyway. But anyway, because you seem so depressed about this, which I have no idea why. We can still have a free meal at the Pizza Loft, Joe.
I understand that.
Yeah. We're getting free lunch from Wayne Arnold today.
You got a nice little tradition going.
Yeah, for many, many years now.
And the people love the CDs and the keychains even more. And why stop?
But we did stop for the 1 year, and that was the year that I was in limbo, even though I already signed a contract to come over here. And these people didn't want to do it. Why didn't they want to do it? Because the main reason being that they were afraid they'd have to put up the seed money and being the cheap pricks that they are and always having trouble finding 2 nickels to rub together. Didn't want to do that. In addition to which, when it comes to promotion, it's not in their vocabulary. Don't you understand that after all the time you've been here? It's not in their vocabulary. They don't know what that means. It's non-existent to them. Do you know what our promotional budget is?
What is it?
You really don't know. I want you to ask, during the next break, I want you to go in and ask Miguel what the promotional budget is for his department. He's the promotions, well, I don't know what his title is today, but he's in charge. And find out what our monthly promotion budget. I guarantee you will pee in your pants. You'll have to put on Depends. For a company that's listed on the NASDAQ, on a stock exchange. Which, how's that stock doing these days?
$8.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't say it's doing great. Doing better than Xerox and Ash Jeeves put together. Which is pretty scary, Mitch. Yeah, we don't have any promotion. It's not in our vocabulary. It's not something these people are interested in doing. People come to, like when we used to do the appearances, oh, where's those bumper stickers? QAM bumper stickers. And you just laugh. You just laugh right out loud because, of course, we don't believe in those things. We don't do that stuff.
Yeah, but you're big time. You don't need promotion, right?
Oh, yeah, right. Anyway, here's the question, since Joe is just dead set against my asking this, but I will anyway. Should Neil bother with charity campaigns anymore? Yes, no, or I don't give a schmidt. Those are the 3 questions. And whichever one you answer, that's fine with me. It doesn't faze me in the least.
And explain that means no keychains, no CDs.
Right. Well, let me ask you something. Do you think that anybody in the audience will stop listening because we don't have keychains? Do you think that people will stop tuning in? Is that why people listen to the show? So they can... Let me ask you another question. What percentage of the people who are listening right now, all 500 of them, do you think have the keychain? What percentage of the people who listen to this show on a pretty regular basis ever donate $1 or more to any of the charities we get involved with? Infinitesimally small. Now, you were there at Pizza Loft the night we did our one fundraiser this year because we were not doing all that great and we were kind of desperate. I didn't really want to do any. And we raised a couple of grand, which was nice. And there were a lot of people showed up. The place was packed all night for 3 hours. And you saw the crowd. We had, I would say, I don't know how many. There were a lot of people came by. And of that crowd, there were about 50% of the people who were like, you know, run-of-the-mill, nice, ordinary, living and breathing people. And then there were, I don't know what, I'm trying to be kind. How would you describe the other 50% of the people?
The other people.
I mean, would that be like that would be complimentary, wouldn't it?
George would call them troglodytes.
Beware of geeks bearing gifts, or bearing anything. So my point is that the groupies, generally speaking, those are the ones who are like into this stuff, you know, the groupies.
Having gone out in the van and met these people, not the ones you're talking about, but the regular people, they seem pretty into it and happy to have these things available.
Well, we'll find out. We're taking the poll. I'm not pushing them in one direction or the other. Like I said, whatever they vote on that, I'm open-minded. Next October is a long way off. A lot of crap can happen between now and October. Who knows? The station could be sold between now and next October. Somebody might come along. Some Christian company could come along and buy the whole outfit. And pay me off and say, here's a check for like $4 million. Have a nice life and have a good time in Amsterdam. Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud. You do understand that. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just thinking to myself out loud since it is the time of the year when people start hallucinating from too much eggnog. 20 before 11 at 560 WQAM.
Losing my ass at 8 1/4. I want to die. Why did I buy DVDI?
Haven't had any in a while? It's time to have fun.
Leave the wife and kids at home this weekend and relax a little. T&A Airlines presents to you the Get Up and Go Get Laid sale. Fly to any of our 69 destinations for special low prices right now. Most airlines give you nuts. We give you a little T&A. T&A Airlines, because you're tired of masturbation.
1046 and 560. So I just asked Joe Costello out of curiosity, what about those Dolphin playoff tickets? Because I heard Hank yesterday mentioning the fact that they mailed them regular mail last Thursday. And then I even heard Mad Dog last night. Why would he need tickets for the game when he broadcast the games? Wouldn't you think he'd have like normal press credentials to get into the... But at any rate, I guess he gets tickets. Or maybe he gets tickets that he gives to somebody. But anyway, he hasn't got his yet either. So whether you go to the game or not on Saturday all depends on whether or not I get my tickets sometime like in the next 3 days. Not that they're cutting it close, you understand. Somebody faxes me this, and I'm glad that they did because I did see it in the paper this morning, almost forgot about it. Want to be fair, want to make sure we attack all sides. Newark, New Jersey, an Orthodox rabbi who led a national Jewish youth organization, sexually abused women and girls and physically abused both boys and girls. At least he spread it around, according to a report commissioned after he resigned over the allegations last summer. The internal investigation also concluded that some personnel of the Orthodox Union and its National Conference of Synagogue Youth failed to respond properly to red flags raised during decades of complaints against Rabbi Baruch Lanner. Baruch, Alto Adonai. No cover-up was found, but Lanner's inappropriate and crude behavior should have led to his firing, according to a summary of the report released yesterday. How do you like that? So it's the priest and the rabbis and all these crazy people who are doing your kids and having a good time doing it. Okay, here we go. Now, how should I vote on this thing? I voted I don't give a schmidt. Huh? So that makes me neutral on whether we should continue doing the fundraiser or not. I'm going to do a Chris Darden. I just don't give a schmidt anymore.
I really want to go apologize for Monica. I smoked marijuana and shot a load on Monica. Monica is a woman who was an intern in the White House. Instead of taking memos, she took off her white blouse. I guess you could say I'm the talk of the nation. Not a real good time for a family vacation. Let me just say thanks for my high approval rating. It's good to know Americans don't mind extramarital dating. I really want to apologize for Monica. I drank gin and tonica and then sat up on Monica. Hillary is angry. I really thought I lost her. But I said if she'd stay with me, I'd shut up about Vince Foster. As for daughter Chelsea, I know why she's mad. She's a college sophomore, but gets fewer dates than Dad. You know I could have skated and escaped this big old mess. If Monica had been more careful about that residue on her dress. I really want to apologize for Monica. She blew my harmonica and I blew my nut on Monica. I really want to apologize for Monica. She blew my harmonica and I blew my nut on Monica.
For all of you who loved our pop-up wipes for babies, here's a new pop-up wipe just for adults.
Hey, ass wipe! You talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. What do you want? An ass wipe. You got one?
Sure, here you go. Hey, thanks. When you're on the go, you don't always have time to wipe thoroughly with toilet paper, if at all. That's when you use new ass wipes, the moist towelette in a convenient pop-up container.
Honey, you're squirming in your chair. You didn't wipe properly, did you?
Well, I was so darn busy today, I just didn't have the time.
Here, you need an ass wipe.
Do I ever?
Ass wipes are specially formulated to handle even the most stubborn fecal fiascos. And they're scented to give you that fresh, just wiped feeling.
Say, Bill, that ass wipe you lent me today was a real lifesaver.
I don't want it back, Bob.
Understood.
Good.
Yeah, I was pitching that new client, and I just couldn't stop digging and scratching in there. But that asswipe left me clean as a whistle, and that minty fresh feeling gave me the confidence I needed to land the account.
Asswipes, available in your grocer's Things to Wipe Your Butt With section.
I don't give a shit anymore.
How much for a kiss? How much for a kiss? Could I get it for a nickel? Could I get it for a quarter? It costs more money than I'll miss. How much for a hug? How much for a hug? Could I get it for a nickel? Could I get it for a quarter? It costs more money than I've got. How much for a quick feel? How much for a quick feel? Could I get it for a nickel? Could I get it for a quarter? And would I get a good deal? Can I touch your hiney? Can I touch your hiney?
Okay.
Could I touch it for a nickel? Could I touch it for a quarter? You wouldn't have to remind me. I've got no money to spend. Won't you be my friend? A dime could take us far. If you'll please get in my car, and I'll say to you, how much for a hum job? How much for a hum job? Could I get it for a nickel? Could I get it for a quarter? Can I afford a hum job? A hum job.
Now, a day in the life of three Baptists.
Hey, fellas, let's do something.
I feel like doing something.
Me too. How's about we go shopping, like the Kmart?
That's a good idea.
Let's go Kmart shopping.
Wait a minute.
What?
We can't.
Why not?
Well, because Kmart's doing a promotion on that there Hercules movie put out by Disney. Can't go there.
All right. Hey, I think I got it.
What?
Well, let's go see The Lost World, that Jurassic dinosaur movie.
Oh, that's
a great idea.
Wait a minute.
What?
We can't.
Why not?
Because Jeff Goldblum's in that, and he used to date Laura Dern. Oh. Can't go there.
Well, there's always a baseball game.
I like baseball.
I do.
Wait a minute. What? We can't.
Why not?
Because the only game on is the Yankee game.
Yeah, so? Well, Steinbrenner didn't do nothing.
Yeah, but they're playing the Angels. Disney. Can't do that.
Well, hey, let's watch some TV. NBC's got Third Rock from the Sun. NBC's all right. We can watch that.
We can watch it.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, wait a minute. We can't.
Why?
Because Third Rock stars John Lithgow, who was in that Footloose movie with Kevin Bacon, who was in that Meryl Streep movie, The River Wild, and Meryl was in Silkwood with Cher and Kurt Russell, and Kurt was in The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. Disney. We can't.
Well, hey, looky here in the paper. Luke Perry's signing autographs down at the record store.
Luke Perry?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We can't.
Why not?
Because Luke was in The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis, who was in Die Hard 2 with John Amos from Good Times, who used to live next door to Calvin Klein.
Oh.
Yep. Looks like it's Deliverance again.
Once I had a girl, and she was a beautiful girl, but she had that stank breath. Her breath was so bad. One time she put a Tic Tac in her mouth, and it jumped right back out and said, "No, this job is too big for me." Shut your mouth. Your stank breath is in my face. Oh, baby, your breath so bad. It's stinking up the whole darn place. Well, little darling, won't you shut your mouth? I just can't take no more. A few more whiffs of your stank breath. I'll be passed out on the floor. You
Can't get enough of those four foul-mouthed kids from South Park? Well, Comedy Central changes attitudes and latitudes with four wise guys from Alabama. Join the laughs on the all-new animated series, Deep South Park.
You smell that possum-eating hillbilly? I bet your daddy did your sister every night.
So, what's your point, Rufus?
It's Deep South Park with all the dirty language and ethnic slurs to ensure instant success.
How come every time I some gets in the with the sheep?
That's because the is a and he don't like sheep.
It's Deep South Park, just like South Park, except with outrageous Southern accents.
Oh my God! They killed Billy Bob! You Yankee bastards!
Oh well, let's go hunt some roadkill.
Deep South Park, coming soon to Comedy Central.
I bet your Fred Durst to be proud, you know. 10:56. How's that poll coming, Neil? Should Neil bother with charity campaigns anymore? 41 votes already. Yes, 21. Keep plugging away. Yes, 21.
I don't give a shit anymore.
18 say I don't give a schmidt. And 2 say
no.
Why waste the time?
This is 560 QAM. Sports Radio 560 WQAM Miami, Fort Lauderdale. A Beasley Broadcast Group and WQAM.com for the world.
Suddenly yesterday they got a call who just came back from Vegas and was giving me a song and dance about the restaurant that I recommended, the Rosewood Grill, not being that good and had a bad piece of meat and the steak wasn't that good either. So anyway, I was thinking about that call, which was a very bad call, but I came across my Travel and Leisure magazine that came in the mail yesterday, which I ordinarily Schmidt can immediately. But there's a big thing in here about the American Stakeout. Its official beef is back because we don't have mad cow disease here yet. And it's got a thing about that says, thanks to a cash-rich and protein-craving population, the steakhouse is again the hottest joint in town from coast to coast. And it says, what's more, some of the country's most celebrated chefs are moving in with a whole new take on the classics. And it's got a list of what they consider to be the best new steakhouses in the country. And here's a big picture of, now didn't you stay at the Bellagio?
Yes.
But I bet you didn't eat at the Prime.
No.
A little bit too rich for your taste, maybe?
Yes.
It says, done up in chocolate brown and cobalt blue with gilt accents and crystal chandeliers, Prime is by far the grandest of the new Las Vegas steakhouses. They should issue engagement rings at the coat check. And it looks like a really, really glitzy, fancy schmancy place. So they list in here in the back of this article some of the restaurants they recommend very highly, and in Vegas there are 3 of them. I just mentioned this in passing. Don't be calling me in a month and saying, oh, gee, the restaurant you recommended, we tried it and it sucked. I don't recommend it. Travel and Leisure magazine from American Express, they recommend it. Don't blame me. Prime Steakhouse in the Bellagio, 3600 Las Vegas Boulevard South. Dinner for 2, $150. Now, what are you laughing about? That's not bad for a steakhouse, for a real fancy schmancy steakhouse, and I'm assuming that might include a little wine, something like that, maybe a little eggnog.
Do you know how many pulls on a slot machine that is?
Charlie Palmer Steak in the Four Seasons Hotel, 3960 Las Vegas Boulevard South. Dinner for 2, $180. That's more up your alley. The famed cookbook author and Oriole chef goes back-to-back with unpretentious steakhouse that flavors quality meats and subtle flavors over flash. And you know who stays at the Four Seasons? Bruce Beasley, who was in here. Remember, you were here when he was here a few days ago? And we're talking about the fact that this company just bought some stations out in Vegas that they'll be screwing up very soon. Well, he likes to stay at the Four Seasons. And, of course, with the money that he's got and all of that Beasley stock, he used to be able to afford to stay there. And the other one they list is Delmonico in the Venetian Resort and Casino. Dinner for 2, $130. But beware. You want to know why? Guess who runs this joint? Emerald Lagasse kicks it up another notch at the Venetian with Cajun-tinned side dishes, gorgeous ribeyes, and a melt-in-the-mouth Chateaubriand, it says. Emerald, kick it up a notch and stick it up your ass. So like I said, I like the Prime Steakhouse in the Bellagio. Sounds good to me. And Joe's buying.
I want to bang you in the butt, honey.
Coming this summer to a theater near you. It started out as an innocent weekend rafting trip with the guys. Until... Deliverance 98. See today's hottest young TV stars as they make the jump to the big screen. Deliverance 98, starring Kyle, Kenny, and Cartman. Monkey, bend over and squeal like a pig.
Get away from my ass.
I said squeal, badass.
I am not fish yet. Give it time to go. And I don't want an intro.
Watch hillbillies take turns on all the South Park kids.
Oh my God, they fucked up Kenny!
Deliverance 98, this summer.
Don't be a dildo. Come see the movie, goddammit.
Jose made them have rough sex. Jose made them have rough sex. Price tag was a new Rolex. Price tag was a new Rolex. Jose 6 feet underground. Jose 6 feet underground. Lyle's wigs in Lost and Found. Lyle's wigs in Lost and Found. Kitty said, Lyle, you're a fake. Kitty said, Lyle, you're a fake. Snatch that wig off, piece of cake. Snatch that wig off, piece of cake. Chased her up and down the stair. Chased her up and down the stair. Screaming, give me back my hair. Screaming, give me back my hair. Eric said, I never knew. Eric said, I never knew. My brother's queer and Chrome Dome too. My brother's queer and Chrome Dome too. Lyle said, Eric, shut your mouth. Lyle said, Eric, shut your mouth. These thumbtacks be going south. These thumbtacks be going south. Now get upstairs and brush your teeth. Now get upstairs and brush your teeth. Then stick that toothbrush underneath. Then stick that toothbrush underneath. Rough sex. Rough sex. Nice sex. Nice sex. Need sex. Need sex. Just sex. Just sex.
What a great way to start your day with Marvin's Frosted Face.
Yes! Now there's a new breakfast cereal for adults. Marvin's Frosted Face. Yes! Sugar frosted cornflakes shaped like Marv Albert's face. Yes! Each flake is lovingly shot with a hot splooge of sugar to frost Marv's face. Yes! And best of all, it's made of corn, so it goes through fast. Yes! So start your day the climactic way with
Marvin's Frosted Face.
Yes!
First, there was the club, the anti-auto theft device that locked onto your car's steering wheel. But now there's an even better theft deterrent. Introducing the Clap. The Clap is the only automobile security system that protects your car by contaminating it with a highly contagious and disgusting sexually transmitted disease. Properly applied to your steering wheel, the Clap discourages even the most determined thieves.
Hey, Charlie, look at that hot little convertible.
Yeah, let's take it for a spin.
Uh-oh, check out the sticker on the window.
What's it say?
It says this car has the Clap.
Uh-oh, we better forget it.
You said it. I stole a car with the Clap a couple of months ago, and it still hurts when I pee.
Want to make sure nobody messes with you? Then get the Clap. And you might want to get a shot of penicillin while you're at it.
New from the makers of Uncle Josh's fishing baits and KY brand personal lubricants, it's Master Bait. Tired of using confusing and unreliable plastic fishing lures or squirming, disgusting live fish? Oh, Jesus, feel bleach. Do those long hours in a boat with no bites leave you feeling bored? Hey, I'm all by myself out here. I think Then try new Master Bait. Squeeze a little dab on your hook and in your palm, and in no time, you won't care if the fish are biting or not.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a big one. Yeah!
Master Bait. Order today and you'll receive a free 100% terry cloth Master Bait signature hand towel and a complimentary issue of Field & Stream Swimsuit Edition. Don't let the big one slip between your fingers again. But if it does, who cares? Master Bait. Available at Bass Pro Shop, Fisher Rod, and Fredericks of Hollywood.
There's a lady in town. She's an Orthodox Jew, and she needs to buy bread that is unleavened. And she's buying bread at 7-Eleven.
Boy!
And the bread is wonder. And the bread is wonder. And the bread is really wonder.
You know, that'd be a good poll to take. Who's the snappier dressers, Catholic priests or Jewish rabbis? See, Protestant ministers are like boring, you know? They just wear like, what do they wear? Regular crap, or do they wear like a special, I never really thought about that. Now, Episcopalians, they have like a special outfit, right? Kind of like a dress of a sort. Here's a fax that says, Neil and Joe wanted to vote yes on the poll, but wanted to let you know how much I like your stuff, so to speak. I buy the best Neil every year and give away the CD as a gift to my boss. Please continue doing this. Happy New Year. Glenn in Iowa, one of our chronic faxers, one of our very few out-of-state chronic faxers. P.S. It's a tax deduction, too. Shameless request, put no on your keychain next year. Yeah, and we could send one of those over to Kevin Bastard at the Herald, who's listening right now. Happy New Year, Kevin. Get a smile on you, puss, you moron. And here's some more of that for you, too, just in case you're missing it this morning. Yeah, we have several farts like that one. That's not on the keychain yet. We put like a whole variety of farts on the keychain for Kevin Bastard. And then also maybe some thinly veiled racist humor on there, too, while we're at it. 9 minutes after 11 at 560 WQAM.
When I tan, they call me melanoma. I tan until I'm almost in a coma. Hawaii, Miami, and they never ever use any sunscreen. Sun with me, tan with me. Hope you don't mind, I'm a little freckly.
I'm in the sun till we get melanoma. We bake like a bun, you can smell the aroma. Our lights are all on, but there's nobody home. Hey, melanoma!
I spend all day at work planning that when I get off I'll go tanning. I get naked and fake it. How much longer is my skin gonna take it? My astrologist and numerologist have to help me find a dermatologist.
We lie in the sun till we get melanoma. We bake like a bun, you can smell the aroma. Our lights are all on, but there's nobody home. Hey, melanoma! We lie in the sun till we get melanoma. We bake like a bun, you can smell the aroma. We got lumps on our skin bigger than a metrodoma. Hey, melanoma! We don't care if we get melanoma. We got the best tan from here to Arizona. We're glad we don't have genital condyloma. Hey, melanoma!
He embodies the perfect NFL wide receiver. Fast, powerful, and fearless. He helped lead the Dallas Cowboys to another world championship. He is Michael Irvin.
We're going all the way, baby.
Now, that same spirit can be passed on to your kids at the Michael Irvin football camp.
You want to play football? You got to learn how to take a hit. No, not like that, kid. You got to hold the light up to the pipe like this.
At the Michael Irvin football camp, your little gridiron great will learn the basics of modern football.
Today, we're going to learn all about lines.
Yeah, Coach, is that offensive or defensive?
Neither. We're going to know it.
The drills at Michael Irvin's football camps will give your kids the skills to handle anything.
Today, we're going to practice the skill you'll need if you're ever going to make it to the NFL. We call it the pickup.
Picking up fumbles, Coach?
No. Papa Sanford.
Michael Irvin football camp. Classes that begin in August can have your child counting a plea by September. To enroll your future Hall of Famer, just stop by the motel with the 2 police cars in the parking lot.
When this quarterback gets lonely, he likes receivers that are wide.
All right.
Some people say that number 8 is gay.
Yes.
They say Troy loves the big brown-eyed Aikman. He goes down on his knees, Aikman. It's guys he likes to please, Aikman. He loves to slap cowboys on their behind. He's got a spotless reputation. America's team is world-renowned. But is Troy gay? I've heard some people say. In the huddle he goes down, Aikman. He goes down on his knees, Aikman. I can some balls to squeeze, Aikman. Don't flip him 'cause he likes it from behind.
I think Joe just came up with a great programming suggestion. You may have just to put your thumb on it right there. Because we're marveling at what an enjoyable show this is. A lot of stuff we haven't heard in a long time, and even the stuff we have heard is pretty amusing. Puts a smile on my puss. And Joe said maybe that'll be the new best stuff for me. Instead of those awful tapes which suck, they absolutely blow, they are unacceptable and grotesque and repetitive and outdated, and they blow. Yeah, people can just call you up. Now you said call you up. But I guess that's when George isn't here, too, is that it?
Yeah, when we have to play a tape.
Yeah.
They call off the air.
Call off the air and request stuff, and Joe just plays them out of the computer or off the CDs, whatever. There you go.
Get the spots in, of course.
Get the spots in. Put a smile on people's face. Don't have to hear a bunch of stupid crap that you already heard before, where I'm talking about some stupid ball game that happened 6 years ago, or some election that's been over with now for, by that time, months, or some little kid that got, taken back to Cuba, and some old man with a dress. Yeah, Elion and the Pope. We don't have to hear that one anymore.
People will stay locked in, hoping to hear their favorite comedy bit.
Right. What a great idea. So what do you think, folks?
And grumpy, but try to understand that I have a problem, 'cause I can't use my head. I only have one hand. I only have one hand. I like to take my pen and stick it inside. I come to grip in something I can't hide, I can't hide, I can't hide. So please, vote for me, a cranky, bitter old man. And if you still make fun of me, I'll slap you like a man, but only with my good hand. I only have one hand. I only have one hand.
I need another abortion and I need it fast. I feel like a baby's hanging out my ass. I'm hobbling and having trouble lifting my feet. Panic with the picket lines down the street. It's the abortion shuffle. Oh! The abortion shuffle. That's what got me in trouble. Clean me out on the double. Strap me in the stirrups. Get the fetus out of my vein. Think from the juices that I ooze and squirt. And lactated milk all over my shirt. I'm walking like a gimp, taking baby steps. As marks on my poker case, spread and stretch. It's the abortion shuffle. The abortion shuffle. Get the hanger on the double. Spot the waterfall. Strap me in the stirrups. Get the fetus out of my face.
Hi, this is Jocelyn Elders, and I'm mad. Mad at those right-wing sons of bitches that forced Bill Clinton to fire me. Just who the hell they think they are? All I was trying to do was deal with the reality of sex and teenagers. Maybe if Jesse Helms had buffed the chimp or Newt Gingrich had buttered the corn a little more, they wouldn't be so uptight. Flogging a dog never hurt anybody. And if people did a little more of it, we might save some lives. Hell, if Clinton just stayed home and spanked the monkey, he'd even be in less hot water. Teaching kids about masturbation would be no big deal. We could even take some standard teaching tools and just twist them around a little bit like, see Dick run. When you see Dick run, get to the doctor because you picked up a bad case of Crouch crickets. Folks, we got to get real about the realities of the world we live in. There are too many kids out there taking a baloney ride and parking their yacht in Hare Harbor. Now, if we just teach them to stay home and paddle the pickle, pump the python, walk the dog, wax the carrot, or tickle the taco, we'd all be better off. And that's all I have to say. Now, I'm going home now and see if Mr. Elders wants to pop it in the toaster and hail an oyster and buzz the Brillo.
Hey, do you want to run faster, jump higher, and make the blind see again? What? Do you want to move like the wind, soar like an eagle, and raise people from the dead? Huh? Yeah? Then there's only one sure little thing. The all-new Air Jesus. Air Jesus. Just put a pair on. What they'll do for your game is a miracle.
Oh, wow, Jesus, phone, stick it out.
Are you Air Jesus shoes?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Just push the button, man. See?
Wow.
Hey, fine now. Come on, give me the ball.
Air Jesus. The secret of Air Jesus lies in the soul. The patented cushion chamber is filled with avion, carefully laid into the seam so every part of your foot is always walking on water. Sorry, not responsible for any water chamber that turns to wine. And coming soon, look for the all-new Air Jesus cross trainers. Air Jesus. They'll make you feel like you're born again.
I just want to say that I support family values. I love families, especially families with 2 to 3 daughters, preferably in the mid to late teens, supple breasts, and shoulder-length blonde hair. I'm into twins. That really turns me on. And I'll feel your pain.
4 more years in the White House is what he wants to
Hillary does, in fact, have a bigger subpoena than me.
So he can screw around by talking about family values.
I mean, what was I supposed to do?
Like when he's wrong. His wife is too strong.
Feel it.
His daughter's faces are gone. He's hating the song.
Shut up.
Then on the right, the geezer without much time left here.
Bob don't masturbate, you know it.
And holding the pen from his pocket forever, laughs kind of weird.
Frankly, I don't give a crap.
He ain't got no charm.
Kill my wrinkly white cranky ass.
He's as slow as his arm.
A little joint, Bob don't skip bar.
Like Vietnam. Keep him away from the bomb.
You know it. I know it's second deep in
You motherfucker got 2 tickets for president. Oh, no one wins this election. We got 2 tickets for president. Let's go over bucks to Cornerfin. We got 2 tickets for president. We got 2 tickets for president.
Somebody once told me you're so full of baloney. You ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Your presidential run, you think's under your thumb, while Obama thinks you're just a meathead. Well, election's coming and your friends are running. Republicans out for blood, they're gunning. Doesn't make sense, I mean, it's so far as when you try to explain what the issues are. When Clinton is out in terms complete, I'll bet you would love to have his seat. The election is touch and go, but your popularity is just so-so. Hi now, you are Al Gore, what's your game now? Just say, hi now, you are Al Gore, do we love you? No way, but cheer up now. Cause you know, you will probably end up with a bone.
Yeah. 26 past. So look at the tremendous response we had to your idea about those best of shows with all requests.
They were ringing.
No, they weren't. How many lines did you see ring?
3.
Yeah.
9.
Anyway, they're going to get around. Not that we're answering them or anything, but at least it would have been like a show of emotion, something. Getting a lot of response on our poll, though. What is it that I'm hearing? Oh, you know what it is? That asshole Bob Vermouth is in the building there. They're still potchking around. It's only taken 3 years, and they're finally alleging that they're going to be moving into the 3rd floor studios here. Let's go in there, Vermouth, you idiot. So now there's like all kinds of noise outside the studio here. Adds a little something to it. Not that we care. We're just playing crap, killing some good time. 117 votes on our poll. Should Neil bother with charity campaigns anymore? Yes, 69. And I didn't make that number up in spite of what you think.
I don't give a shit anymore.
43 and no 5. Huh? I don't give a Schmidt is catching up with yes. I don't know. I'm still undecided. Here's a place you won't be undecided about, the world-famous Pizza Loft. When you go by there for a great lunch or dinner, be sure and ask Tanner how big that tip was I left for him. And the money, too. Now, what are you smirking about? I left him a big fat one, baby. And he had a big smile on his face, Tanner. That was for next time, Tanner, to set you up. Anyway, and don't forget, if you want Neil's hockey tickets for the Panther-Philadelphia game tonight, you better get on that phone right away before it's too late.
Willie, are you still in the bathroom?
Yeah, Mom, I'll be right out.
Little Willie Stamper just found something amazing, and his life will never be the same.
God, he sure is in there an awful lot. Are you all right in there, Willie?
Oh, almost finished.
Coming soon to theaters everywhere. It's
Yes.
When I Found My Dad's Pornos.
Willie, where did all the Kleenex go? And what's this all over the floor? Were you eating in here again?
From depressed and awkward teen to the happiest guy in school, Willie Stamper has found heaven in his father's hope chest.
Oh, it's okay, Mom. You and Dad go out. I'll stay here and watch the house. I don't mind.
When I Found My Dad's Pornos, rated PG-13. All kids age 13 must see this film.
I just can't wait until Robert don't lose it. When the whole nation chooses, he's got a right on that is useless. He's dumber than the Three Stooges. Gonna watch as Robert don't lose it. You might as well vote for me. You might as well vote for me. I've got no interest in politics, but Robert Dole just kinda makes me sick. Too bad there isn't someone else to pick, 'cause he reminds me of Tricky Dick. That's why I'm betting that Robert don't lose it. When the whole nation chooses,
You
a lot of people say he's ruthless. His campaign rhetoric proves it. Gonna watch as Robert don't lose it. You might as well vote for me. You might as well vote for me. I know that Clinton is an asshole, and for that matter, so is Ross Perot. But I just cannot vote for Robert Dole. Everybody says he's too old. That's why I'm telling you, Robert, don't lose it. When the whole nation chooses, he's not ever gonna do it. Vote for him and you are stupid. Gonna watch as Robert don't lose it. You might as well vote for me. You might as well vote for me.
A new film from Empathy Pictures. Dances with Crack Dealers, the urban sequel.
My name's Dunbar. John Dunbar, the fourth. Oh, yeah, right. I'm MC Def Jam, and this here be Curly Moe D. And we want your Monet.
Dances with Crack Dealers. John Dunbar IV goes looking for the ghetto.
I mean, what you doing down here anyway, white boy?
What happened, Jack? You sleep in your subway stop.
What he finds is the ghetto within himself.
You guys want to come into my brownstone? We could wrap over a cup of espresso and...
Coffee? Oh, ain't no buzz in that, man.
Yeah, baby, why don't you try some of this?
Dances with Crack Dealers from Empathy Pictures, coming to theaters everywhere.
Mommy, when will I grow my extra wee-wee?
You only have one wee-wee, son.
Oh, Mommy, am I deformed?
No, you're only supposed to have one.
Is Daddy deformed?
No.
He has two wee-wees.
No, son, he only has one, believe me. Mommy knows.
Nuh-uh, he has two.
Two?
Yeah, a little one he pees with, and a great big one he brushes the babysitter's teeth with.
Judge Judy, you know she's tough.
Hey, if I want any more lip out of you, mister, I'll scrape it off my gavel when I smack you in the mouth.
You know she's homespun.
Look, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining.
But now, Judge Judy is taking it to the limit in an all-new primetime special, Death Row Judge Judy. Tonight on Fox, the Attorney General of the great state of Texas is allowing death row inmates to have their final appeals heard on TV before Death Row Judge Judy.
Guilty as charged. Do I look like a discount fertilizer dealer to you? You must be crazy if you think I'm going to buy that load of crap. I sentenced you to death by the electric chair you're sitting in now. Any last words before I light you up on national TV?
Can I get a cigarette anyway?
No, you'll be smoking soon enough. Rusty, throw the switch. Get on!
That's justice, Death Row Judge Judy style, tonight on Fox.
I met a priest when I was 11. He said he would save my soul, but we made a detour were on the way to heaven. And into his bedroom we did take a stroll. Well, he was standing in his underwear, told me to bend over and say a prayer. Pulled up his robe and went back, thank you, ma'am. I got molested by the preacher man behind the rectory.
Rectum.
The next day, I felt like a sinner, and I showed up to get communion. But on my tongue, that wasn't a wafer, and it wasn't wine that dripping off my chin. Well, he was standing in his underwear, told me to bend over and say a prayer. Pulled up his robe and went back, thank you, ma'am. I got molested by the preacher man behind the rectory. Yeah, he was standing in his underwear, told me to bend over and say a prayer. Pulled up his robe and went back, thank you, ma'am. I got molested by the preacher man behind the rectory.
A lot of praying going on, baby, on those religious institutions, mostly on young children. 22 before noon at 560 QM. Boy, sure had a big response on those Panther tickets, didn't we? Phones were ringing off the hook. Am I giving them away?
No.
No, but it was fun to watch you try. 135 votes on our poll so far. Should Neil bother with charity campaigns anymore after our very weak, not too good this year for Planned Parenthood? Maybe 80 grand total, maybe. Yes, 79. I don't give a Schmidt, 48, and no, 8. So I guess the real battle is between the indifferent and those who say, yeah, you keep plugging away, baby, and maybe someday we'll bottle them, but don't hold your breath.
I feel really, really sorry.
We're so sorry, Dennis Rodman. We don't stock and build the teddies in juice and green. We're so sorry, Dennis Rodman. But the panties come with snuggies to secure your little thing.
Phil Jackson notified me. He said you're very pretty, but you're dressing too petite. He asked if you would mind wearing something underneath, because you're way too tall.
Way too tall. Every time he jumps, you can see his basketball.
You look retarded, retarded. You're 7 foot tall. You look retarded, retarded. You're 7 foot tall.
My sister and float around. Through his Nike to the clouds if you wanna hold him down. Dennis Rodman likes to slip and slip around. Robin's feet don't touch the ground, even leg won't weigh him down.
Retarded, for 7 foot tall. You look retarded, retarded, for 7 foot tall. Her breath smells like bile, she got crust in her eye. She smells like a urinal that attracts lots of flies. When she sits on the porch, she picks the scab on her knee. Her teeth are brown when she smiles, she's the trailer trash woman for me. She has lice up above, she's got crabs down beneath. I called a trailer and woke the family. Her father's her brother, her uncle's her grandpee. but I don't care. She's the trailer trash woman for me. Oh, she never bathes herself. She looks like a flower. Her nose is running some slime.
Rectum.
She wipes her mouth on her shirt when she's eating. She stinks at the time of the month that she's bleeding. She has a hairier chest than Lou from Taxi.
All right.
I can't put this love on the shelf. She's the trailer trash woman for me. Girl, you know, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. No one is as special as you to me. That's why you are my trailer trash woman indeed.
You eat burritos and don't care. Got skid marks underwear. Ooh, it makes you wanna cry. Don't know from where it came. Stomach cramps drive you insane. Ooh, it makes you wanna die. Ooh, should have bought some. 'Cause now you've got to run. Diarrhea, it ain't fun to have ya. Standing in a restroom line, eating tacos, salsa and nachos. Too many spicy foods at once.
Introducing Face Down Barbie. She's a beer-guzzling, vodka-drinking gal who knows what she wants.
Give me a double scotch and a beer chaser. Keep my tab open.
Face Down Barbie. She's got an open tab and an open mind.
Bartender, how would you like to take me home tonight?
Sure. I'm married.
Yeah, well, so am I. You want to meet my husband there, Jax Daniels?
I think you need a ride home, but not with me. Hey, Ken, give Barbie a ride home before she passes out. Too late. Load her in the car.
Face Down Barbie. Designated driver, miniature liquor bottles, and bartender sold separately.
He's rude. He's crude. He's the nastiest comedian you've ever heard. Andrew Dice Clay. And now, move open, Spice Girls. He's got his own movie. Dice World.
Girl, tell me what you want, what you motherfucker want. Yeah, tell me more. You're an all road.
Dice World.
Me, 45. Nice to meet you. You're fine, you stupid English slut. Oh!
Dice World is hot.
Hickory dickory dock. The Spice Girls were fucking my hot Spice licked my balls. Baby Spice licked the tip. I dropped my girl and blew off her lip. Oh!
Don't miss Dice World.
Harry Spice. Girl!
Andrew Dice Clay in Dice.
Oh, tell me what you want, what you motherfucking want. Spice Girls got no class, so I'm a b****.
If you're planning an extended stay in prison, San Francisco, or the backwoods of Appalachia, your posterior is going to take a pounding, whether you want it to or not. But now there's a unique exercise machine guaranteed to toughen you up. From the makers of the Abdominizer, the revolutionary exercise machine that flattens your belly, comes the Sodomizer, a state-of-the-art fitness tool that'll toughen your behind like nobody's business. The Sodomizer is a 21-inch cylinder of solid tungsten steel, fully greased for easy insertion and spring-loaded for repetitive action. Just use the Sodomizer 3 times a day for as long as you can possibly stand it, and in just a matter of weeks, you'll be able to drop the soap in the shower with confidence.
Order the Sodomizer today. Send $29.95 in check or money order to the Sodomizer, Bend Over in Squeal, Arkansas, 48000. Or if you have your credit card ready, call 1-800-000-000. Extension 000.
Summer 1990 is the summer of Dick Tracy. You'll see the movie, listen to the soundtrack, wear the T-shirt, and read the comic book. And now, just in time for Father's Day, you can enjoy the fragrance that was inspired by the movie, the soundtrack, the T-shirt, and the comic book. New Dick Tracy cologne. Why smell like other guys? Now you can smell like Dick.
There's no better way to celebrate the holidays than to bring family and friends together to enjoy good food. But overindulging at the dinner table can lead to unpleasant side effects, like gas. Excuse me. This holiday season, freshen things up with new Sphincter Mints. Sphincter Mints, the after-dinner suppositories that make your fart smell minty fresh.
Hey, I just farted.
And it smells great.
Thank you.
Could you do it again?
Oh, all right.
Ah.
This holiday season, freshen your farts with Sphincter Mints. Sphincter Mints, for an anus your friends will want to get close to.
Howdy! Hi, I'm Spike, and you know, when I'm driving down Route 9W on a hot summer day, me and the missus always stop at Dickens Fruit Stand. They've got everything from fruit to vegetables, homemade pies, but there is nothing like their cider. Ain't that right, honey? Uh-huh. Dickens cider. Yes, sir. Why, even though we were late for church last Sunday, she had to have a little Dickens cider. Uh-huh. She says there ain't nothing like it. Even my minister says his wife enjoys a little Dickens cider now and then. Hey, why don't you bring some home in our protective plastic ribbed bottle? That way it'll stay fresh. Or you can let it sit a while and have some hard Dickens cider. It's good at lunch, good at dinner, and there's nothing like waking up with a Dickens cider. Dickens Fruit Stand, just off Route 9W and Country Road 69. Open 24 hours, because after a chilly summer night, I like to snuggle up in bed with a hot Dickens cider.
There is a child living down in Mexico who has to go to work every day. Sits at his desk making clothes for Kathy Lee. Loves the work but doesn't love the pay.
Only $50.
They are the kids who make the clothing. They are the ones who make $1 a day, so quit complaining. It's just clothes they're making, the kind you love to buy. It's you that make $1 a day with Kathy Lee.
Hello, you have reached Dickey's Workers' Choice Catalog and Information Line. To speak with a representative or if you have a rotary phone, please stay on the line. Thank you.
Transferring to an operator. Please wait.
Dickey's Customer Service, this is Luann. How may I help you?
Yeah, my Luann, hi.
Hi.
You like Dickies?
Sure.
I guess a lot of women do, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I believe so.
My woman says she loves to get Dickies.
I see.
She likes a lot of them. Yeah. Can understand some gay guys like Dickies?
Well, I really don't know. Never really thought about that.
What's the biggest Dickies you've seen?
Well, sir, we go up to a 72 waist.
Oh, my God. You like little Dickies, too?
Sir,
I think my girl basically likes big Dickies.
Well, is there a point to this conversation, sir?
Yeah, just that I get to say Dickie a lot on the phone.
Were you wanting to place an order, sir?
For what?
For clothing?
What? I want to talk about Dickies.
Well, sir, that's what we carry is clothing.
Huh? Bicky Dickie. Mm-hmm.
Sir, if there's no other reason that you're calling this...
My mom likes Dickies, and a lot of women like Dickies.
Sir, I'm going to disconnect.
No, we're talking about Dickie.
Ted Kaczynski, king of the wild frontier. Oh! Hid up in old Montana for 17 years. No power or water, just a couple of deer. Now he's reading history books while sitting in jail for all the little packages he sent in the mail. Ted Kaczynski, king of the wild frontier. His brother got a hunch called the FBI. Everything seemed to point to Big Sky. How could a Harvard grad be so whacked? I guess from living in a 10 by 12 shack. Ted
Ted Kaczynski, king of the wild frontier. He'll go to prison for life plus 10, probably read the Bible and confess his sins, but knowing our system and our land of liberty, he'll get Johnny Cochran and he'll walk scot-free. Ted Kaczynski, king of the wild frontier.
All right. 4 minutes till noon at 560 WQAM, one of the most enjoyable shows in years. As a matter of fact, not only for the best of shows, I'm sitting here during all of this and I'm thinking to myself, maybe for the year 2001, a great new format. Oh! What are you sniggering about there while you're eating your free lunch from Wayne Arnold? Thanks, Wayne, and thanks, Hudson. And I'm sorry you got your car busted into, Hudson. Better days are coming. Yeah, I'm thinking like 2001, a spaced out odyssey here on the Neil Rogers Show. What's wrong with that? All the bits, all the time. Bet you get a 90 share at least. Easy.
Sports Radio 560 WQAM Miami, Fort Lauderdale, a Beasley Broadcast Group station. WQAM.com for the world.
I'll tell you, in another bizarre twist, Bill, I have been banished. I've been put in a closet outside the locker room, and I can't get out of it.
Well, if we have someone listening in Miami who might have a connection to the stadium here, please call and tell them to let Jim Mandich out of the closet in the locker room. Is that you knocking on the door, Jim, trying to get out?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Well, feel free to yell for help at any time.
Did I postulate? Did I postulate? What is that smell coming out of me? Oh my God, it must have been an STD. Should have had all of that taco bed. Did I postulate? I couldn't help it, it's just a doubt. Could have been all that sour cloud. Just cooking up some sort of left one more in. Did I postulate? Number 2, it's not safe in here till I go poo-poo. And I flatulate.
Are you gay? Are you unsure of your sexuality? Being gay is a full-time commitment. So before you sashay on out of the closet, pick up a copy of It's Okay to Be a Homo. It's Okay to Be a Homo is a surefire way to find out if you're gay. The book contains page after page of probing questions, like, how would you say the phrase, 7 sailors sucked slippery shafts?
7 sailors suck slippery shafts.
Or questions like, would you rather spank a bare bottom or spank your monkey?
Oh, that's nice. What kind of question is that? I mean, if you really must know, I'm not really into cruelty to animals. Well, with the exception of gerbils. So I'd rather spank a bare bottom, bitch.
No, I'm sorry, but bitch isn't until Chapter 8. Pick up a copy of It's Okay to Be a Homo. It's Okay to Be a Homo, available at all Boys Town and Wrigleyville bookstores.
You wanted more, and you got it. The Mad Dog is back, singing more duets on And It Sings, Volume 2. Yes! 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 Old number 88 is back, pairing off with the greats, singing more big hits with even more big stars. The Mad Dog does them all.
Baby! All right! All right!
All right. All right. All right. It's an all-new British invasion with the Mad Dog singing like a man. I like it. I like it. The truth is finally out that Jim Mandich was truly the fifth Beatle.
You gotta give me a little loving, give me a little loving. Oh, if you want our love to last. See, now you're here to stay. You'll always hear me say you gotta be alright.
Here's the Mad Dog's tender and touching tribute to the king. Elvis.
All right. All right. All right.
The Mad Dog was just a little ambivalent when we asked him if he wanted to do it again.
Nah, I don't think so.
So we had Luca Brasi pay him a little visit and tell him either his brains or his signature would wind up on the contract.
That son of a bitch was cute.
All right. All right. All right.
And it sings. Volume 2, available now if you move quickly.
All right. 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 All right.
And now the sound of Marv Alberts taking a dump.
Oh! Oh, baby, this one's gonna hurt. Oh, it's the size of Shaquille O'Neal's shoes. Oh, I can feel it spreading my cheeks apart. It's as big as the United Center. Here it comes. Oh, baby, it hurts. It's dribbling down the intestine, looking for the outlet. Oh, my gosh, there's the shot off the rim. Here it comes.
Hey, let's eat out Italian tonight. No, let's eat Jamaican, man. Now you both win with the new Italian-Jamaican restaurant, Mangia La Ganja, where the more you eat, the hungrier you get. Try the Italian deli featuring the bacon, lettuce, and Jamaica sandwich. It's Mangia La Ganja.
Hey, man, let me roll you a big cannoli. A big Molly Bomber.
Cool. At Mangia La Ganja, Fat Tony and Big Curtis personally smoke all the meats we serve.
Hey, man, throw me the lighter. I'm going back to the smokehouse.
From pinstripes to red stripes, you'll really love Mangia La Ganja. It doesn't matter what's on the menu. You'll want it all. A secret blend of herbs and spices. Well, mostly herbs.
Eat up. That's it all, John. We'll Jamaica more.
Yeah, man.
Well, I bought some new potato chips 'cause they ain't got any fat. But an hour after I ate them, in the John I sat. I knew they had some side effects, but I thought I'd take a chance. But right after I swallowed them, I felt my colon dance. 8-0, Lestra, my bowels began to seize. Now I'm in the can of squatting with my pants around my knees. 8-0, Lestra, now I'm afraid to sneeze, 'cause I might feel something disgusting running down my knees. Well, I should have seen that warning that they put on the bag, and I should have been suspicious when the clerk gave me a rag. So if you eat them, don't be surprised if your belly hurts, and in about an hour you'll have the old Lestra squirts. 8-0, Lestra, my bowels began to seize. Now I'm in the can of squatting with my pants around my knees. 8-0, Lestra, now I'm afraid to sneeze, 'cause I might feel something disgusting running down my knees.
8 minutes after noon at 560 WQAM. Happy New Year, happy holidays. I'm sitting here enjoying my beautiful white hots that Miguel went and brought in personal. Little pork from Wayne Arnold's. 180 votes on our poll so far. Should Neil bother with charity campaigns anymore? What do you think? Yes, 107. I don't give a Schmidt anymore, 60, and
no,
13 so far. Well, they don't have to do anything, so what the hell do they care, you know? They'll sweat off their ass.
Car theft is on the rise. In America, a car is stolen every 12 seconds. What can you do to protect your car? At
expensive car alarm system won't protect your car from being stolen. The club won't protect the valuables inside your car. But a big black guy named Ben can.
Get away from the car, motherfucker.
For less than you'd pay for an expensive car alarm system, and even less than you'd pay for the club, you can get a big black guy named Ben to protect your automobile.
Get away from the car, motherfucker.
It's simple to use. Just leave the big black guy named Ben in your car whenever you get out, and he does the rest. Whenever anyone gets within 6 feet of your car, Ben simply gets out of the car and tells them,
Get away from the car, motherfucker.
Listen to these testimonials from people who used a big black guy named Ben.
It's always nice to have someone to ride with, although he really doesn't say much, just...
Get away from the car, motherfucker.
That's about it. I didn't get a big black guy named Ben to chat with. I got him to protect my car. It's the best investment I've ever made.
My neighborhood isn't that great. There have been a lot of car thefts. I can't tell you how many times I've heard...
Get away from the car, motherfucker.
Knowing that I've got a big black guy named Ben protecting my car lets me sleep better at night.
Call now, 1-800-1-BIG-GUY. That's 1-800-1-BIG-GUI. And instead of hearing this, you'll hear this.
Get away from the car, motherfucker.
While spending the remainder of your golden years in the land of death, the one thing you have to depend on is your car. With Jew Canoe theft on the rise, the people who brought you a big black guy named Ben car alarm now bring you an old Jewish guy named Isaac.
Get away from my automobile, you big MF.
Remember when we used to post them back in Caribbean? Yeah. We ought to get a bundle for this, baby. The white ones are cooler.
Get away from my automobile, you big MF.
What the hell is that?
I object seriously. Profanity like that.
Slow down, I think somebody's coming.
Get away from my automobile, you big MF. Get away from my automobile, you big MF.
Whenever some bastard tries to steal my car, I feel safer with an old Jewish guy named Isaac.
Get away from my automobile, you big MF.
Get your old Jewish guy named Isaac car alarm now and receive a free flower antenna.
Get away from my automobile, you big MF.
An old Jewish guy named Isaac car alarm. Now available at all Zayre stores.
If God had a ball and took a hit, then would he act like Cheech and Chong and get some munchies and make brownies filled with hash? And would he share it with Jesus and the saints, those pious potheads? And yeah, heart is great, and yeah, heart is good, and yeah. What if God smokes cannabis? Smoking pot like one of us. Getting high on the back of the bus. Just him and Moses getting stoned.
All right.
On a Greyhound bus to Rome to get some Vatican homegrown. A couple dimebacks to take home. Smoke up big Bob Marley on his throne. No fun in heaven unless you're stoned.
Yes. So here's a great fact that just comes over to show you that no matter what you do, no matter how you feel, that everybody should be having a good time, got a little smile on their puss. There's always some sour asshole out there in Radio Land. Wait till you hear this. From somebody, some jackass at Advenir Real Estate Management in Dade County. I just mentioned that in passing because it's on the top of the facts. ADVENIR, Advenir Real Estate. 2, whoever gives a crap at fax number so-and-so. You would think someone making $2 million a year and working only 7 months out of that year might be able to get on the radio when he's supposedly working and say something. Okay, something. Like maybe do a show instead of playing those piece of Schmidt sound bites. God, it's awful, but hey, it's better than George. Unsigned. How do you like that? How do you like that? Some real sour puss. I thought we were having a good show here today. I mean, not as good as yesterday and those great calls we had yesterday. All those retards and morons out there, like probably the guy that wrote this fax. So let's get rid of this poll we got on here. It's not going anywhere anyhow. They don't care about the charity thing at all. Should Neil bother with charity campaigns anymore? 190 votes. 110 said yes. 67 said I don't give a Schmidt. 13 said no. It's not going anywhere. So here's a better poll for today about today's show. How should we word it? How do you like today's show? Because this is going to be on there tomorrow morning. Yeah, how would you rate today's show? Great, I love it. B, it's okay. C, better than George, just to piss him off because he's home drinking eggnog. Or D, it sucks. How's that? What were the choices again? Great, I love it. B, it's okay. C, better than George. Or D, it sucks. There you go, Eric. New poll up. Yeah, these people have to have something to bitch and bellyache about. Would you have thought that anybody, aside from the fact they didn't get the free hockey tickets yet, aside from that, would have anything to bitch about today?
No.
I wouldn't have thought so. God, I played some stuff today that even I'm getting the chuckle out of because I haven't played it in the Coons age. But some jackass over at Advenir Real Estate Management in Dade County has got a bug up his ass. Yeah, maybe caught a bad case of crabs or something.
What came after better than George?
Better than dead air. No, or it sucks is the last one. There's 4 choices. It's great. I love it. It's okay. C, better than George. Or D, it sucks. I hate it. Or however Eric wants to put it. It sucks. It blows. Stick it up your ass. Whatever negative, because they have to have a negative. Because this town is never happy unless they, yeah, there they go. Now they're happy. And by the way, for my friend at Advenir, something. See that I said it again for my $4 million a year. Between that guy and Josie Lambie, by the end of 2001, I'm going to be making $60 million a year. Not bad. Not bad, you maniacs, you hallucinogenic idiots. Anybody want some good eggnog?
Uh-huh.
Oh, let's do the break. 24 past noon at 560 QAM.
This is 560 QAM.
This is the Neil Rogers Show. This is your brain. Any questions?
Walt Disney Pictures presents a touching story of a little boy named James.
Wow! It's huge!
Siskel and Ebert say it's a stiff. Gene Shalit says somebody got the shaft. James and the Giant Penis. Now showing at theaters everywhere.
All right.
Bill cigars in Monica's vagina. She lets out a giggle when he makes it wiggle. Monica is not the kind you can do in the behind, but a cigar in her vagina she don't mind. Well, he don't know where a stogie goes. I can see how there was some confusion between humidor and humid whore. And in Arkansas, the term cedar box means saw her naked. Stars report can lead to going blind. Now Clinton, he was working hard, late nights in the ovary office, working on a practical joke. He took a Macanudo, put an exploding load in, for Monica was blowing rings of smoke. Bill cigars in Monica's vagina. She lets out a giggle every time he makes it wiggle. Monica is not the kind you can do in the behind,
but a cigar in her vagina she don't mind. Oh, people feel that Hillary's been made a fool of by her husband. Feel that Hillary was wronged. Up in the Lincoln bedroom, she was moaning, moaning. Al Gore was doing her with Bill's old bong. Bill's cigars and Monica's vagina. She lets out a giggle every friggin' time he makes it wiggle. Monica is not the kind you can do in the behind, but a cigar in her vagina she don't mind. Oh, Candy and Sandy, yeah, Dutch Master is faster. Oh, yeah. What you gotta do is take a Tipperillo and put it in a grill. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, now, a cigar. Oh, yeah.
1232 at 560 WQAM. This audience, man, I'm going to tell you, they are just, I don't even have a word for it. Only seven votes on there, so far really only 6 because I had a vote to get the thing going. I voted great. I love it. Joe would vote great. He loves it too, but he don't have a pewter in there. Yeah. That's the only one that says great. I love it. 1 says it sucks. 2, it's okay. And 3, it's better than George. That's the initial sampling of our first half dozen inmates out there in Radioland. Is that pathetic or what? I guess maybe we ought to have those great calls like we had yesterday. That should do it.
Uh-huh.
On days like that when you walk out the door and you wish that you never had to come in here and talk to these people again. Days like that, like yesterday. I really believe that we have a whole bunch of people listening to this show who enjoy like what we had yesterday. Not just the idiots who were calling, but idiots who listen to that. You agree? You think that's true?
Without a doubt.
Oh, Jesus God. You have to be kidding me.
Boy, they got the old man all riled up today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to rip him an ass.
Man, talk about lifeless.
Billy, time for your enema. Oh, jeez, Mom, not another enema.
Kids just hate getting enemas, and moms hate giving them. But now there's a brand new enema that kids just love. Introducing new enemas, the candy-coated chocolate enema that makes getting cleaned out fun.
Hey, Mom, can I have another enema?
I don't know, Billy. That makes your 3rd enema today.
Please.
Well, okay.
Cool. Then this time, I want a green one.
Oh, sorry, son. I took all the green ones.
Oh, Dad.
My 2 boys.
New enemas. Melts in your butt, not in your hand.
You badly, I know that was wrong. Like a fish in the ocean, strung you along. Then I found out the joke was on me and not you. Please say it ain't over, won't you give me a clue? Blow me, one little kiss. Won't you blow me just one little kiss? You could show me what true love is if you blow me just one little kiss. Blow me one little kiss. Won't you blow me just one little kiss? True love is blow me just one little kiss.
Okay, so what do you say, Joe? Let's take some of these great calls. Don't answer them. WQAM.
Yes, do you have a parody of that patch spot that's been playing?
Yeah.
Can you play it?
The patch spot?
Patch, P-A-T-C-H.
Yeah.
Do you have a parody of it?
What did I just say?
You said yes.
Yeah.
Can you play
that's
it?
right. You have it in there. Okay. You have it in there. Go ahead.
One moment, please.
Okay, he's working on it. He's patching it up. Yeah. Yeah. What is it that you're doing there? Oh, you're trying to find the cut?
Finding the cut, and because there was no disc in there.
And by the way, don't worry, it's a trade-out, pal, so don't get all whipped up to a frenzy about it.
Hey, South Florida, it's time for adding billions of dollars to the economy. It's and you can get for your very own. All you gotta do is pay close attention to this poorly written copy. That's part of the fun. Figure out what we're desperately trying to say and get that's right. Coming right here in South Florida. Or something or whatever. And it is now. Has something to do with FedEx, which could mean you will get overnight, adding billions of dollars to the economy. And you know what that means? More empty stadiums. One thing we know for sure, it must be about some kind of weird sport thing, because only the dumbest of drunken sport hosts can understand what we're talking about. Yes, it's the All right, do something now, and go wherever it is, because it's the
Okay, it is. There you go. WQAM.
Hey, the only thing I missed the other day was the police got my pot to the tune of Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. I played it 80 times this week.
Only 80?
Yeah.
Damn, I missed it.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, but at least he said, damn it, or something like that. He wasn't all bent out of shape and going to blow his brains out, or his stockbrokers either. I might even play it again just because I'm in such a good mood hearing from two great Americans in a row. How do you like that? I think. Should I press my luck? WQAM.
Yeah, can we hear the two Hank Goldberg songs?
What is it?
The Hank Goldberg.
Chronic asshole right there. WQAM.
Hello, Conrad Patrick?
Yes.
Dick Fatherly?
Yeah.
Bye.
Good one. Is Conrad Patrick still alive?
No.
I don't think so. I think he sleeps with the fishes, Conrad Patrick. What about Dick Fatherly?
He's an agent provocateur.
Yeah, we know that. WQAM.
Joe.
What is it?
Oh, Joe, right?
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah. Neil says he's in a good mood, but I know he's going to bash the hell out of me.
Yeah, probably. He don't like them bloody Brits.
Yeah, I know.
Bunch of queens, silly queens.
Do you think thanks a lot. Do you think I get away with a request?
Get away with it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
Oh, do you think you give me help? Well, I don't care.
Well, what did you want? I'll ask him.
Pardon?
Yeah,
no, I'll ask
take
him.
it?
Yeah, I can get it. Oh, I'll ask him.
Okay.
I'm not thin-skinned.
Okay, here's a British call on 6. Hello.
Hello. Well, bash the hell out of me. I've got crooked teeth. I'm always drunk.
Yeah.
Belligerent, right?
And loud and obnoxious, yeah.
And,
that's right then. You must be British, right?
Yes, and I'm also probably gay.
Uh-huh. Well, that's synonymous. It's a little swishy anyway.
Well, maybe I still like you.
Do you have a thing for Prince William?
No, I do not.
Good. He's ugly and has buck teeth and big ears. But anyway.
Anyway, I was wondering if I had the Britney Spears parody.
Britney Spears?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Which one is that?
It's the one with a butt hanging out of pants.
Okay.
Thanks, Neil.
Toodaloo.
You're my best friend.
Tootsies.
Bye.
Ta-ta. I don't think so. And you know something? What is the name of that other one? I'm not sure which one he's talking about. I'll play all three of them. Because I finally did make George put that in here after about 2 years. See, we'd have had a lot more stuff in the DCS except for the fact that the intern that we used to have, what was her name?
Shannon.
Except for the fact that she was here to be doing stuff like that. But when I wasn't here, when I'd leave at 2 o'clock every day, and Shannon and George would be here, generally he had her doing errands that involved being down there on the floor on her knees by the cabinet over there, and had very little to do with putting anything in the computer here. Yeah. And see, you're laughing, but it's a nervous laugh because you know that what I'm saying is true.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
I know nothing.
Just like what I said before about how there's never been anybody in a skirt or a dress that George wouldn't go up and hug wildly and hysterically and enthusiastically, even if it wasn't necessarily a woman. If it had a skirt or a dress on it, he's going to squeeze it and hug it for all he can get out of it. I think the word we're looking for there is desperate. So what that want to hear?
This is 560 QAM. This isn't your mother's radio station.
This shit rocks.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
How young is too young?
Tell me that you love my eyes, but I know that you keep on checking out my eyes. Don't blame you 'cause I'm very good. Check out my breath, they're poking out my lips and you come on to me and whisper things in my ear, and it sounds so odd, but if you wanna date me, you slow. There's things about me I don't think you know. I'm underage.
All right.
17. You should be scared of me, 'cause you could go to jail if you see with me. If I scream, you'll end up praising me. She looks 25, but she's just 13. Perfect teen. I bet my lips are sweet. Daddy called the cops last night. My breasts are perfect and neat because I've had surgery. None of my skirts reach my knees, and I got just hangs right
Rectum.
of my shorts. She's underage. Jailbait. Looks 25. You should be scared of her. Scared of me? The Rolling Stones, they made her look dynamite. What a sight. She's looking right fine. She looks 25, but she's just a teen.
You're wrong about that. He's the absolute worst. He's obnoxious. He's an asshole. He's, man. And what was he doing in here in the middle of the show? Frank from the sales department that knows he doesn't belong anywhere while the show's going on? What was he doing? Looking to steal some more cigars since he knows they brought us some the other day personal, that our friend George had to come up here from Nick's, one of our listeners, and bring us cigars? What was he bugging you about?
He had some news for me about the...
Boy, does he have a lot of chutzpah.
About what?
The sponsor of my show.
Well, what the hell does that have to do with this show?
I have no idea.
Well, tell him to talk to you after 2 o'clock, if he has to talk to you at all.
I told him that.
Piece of crap. Man, talk about nerve. And see, this is a guy who has stolen all of our stuff, not just the cigars, but there was like a special cutter they sent up for George. Every single thing they ever gave him that he appropriated for himself. And they hate him like poison down there, one of our finest sponsors, one of some of the nicest people you'd ever want to know. And this son of a bitch, and he's got the gall to come in there, in the middle of this show. Because he's a moron. And he fits in our sales department like a glove. Anyway, here's a fax from Jack. You won't believe this. I can't believe it. What was the name of the song you played just a few minutes ago, Another Day, Another Night, and who sings it? A very catchy tune. Somebody actually liked that song by A1, who are 4 young guys from England. It's called Same Old Brand New You. And you don't have to worry about going out and buying it because you can't get it here anyway. It's a European thing. They're British. It's #1 in England. 4 young guys, 2 of whom look pretty damn good if you ask me, but, you know, who cares? Certainly better than the people talk about best of shows. This is Real World. You ask me what I've been watching here all day for lack of anything better? Real World on MTV. It's been on there. I've been watching for almost 3 hours. There hasn't been one person on there of either gender that you or I would touch with somebody else's hand. And this is the best of Real World? They just don't get it. Where's Seventh Heaven again? Where the hell is my show, Seventh Heaven? Okay, we're taking some of these calls here because they certainly don't want to hear this crap. WQAM.
Yeah, could you tell me I have a good Scott the Lawn Boy story?
A good what?
I'm friends with Scott the Lawn Boy.
Yeah.
I got a good story for him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Neil?
You're on.
Hey, I'm friends with Scott.
Yeah.
Before you went away, I told you about he was getting married in June, I think.
Yeah, did he ever come back? Because my yard is a mess. Come on, Scott, get with it, you lazy bastard.
Yeah, he is a lazy bastard. He doesn't work anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a finger pointer.
What
So,
does
Neil,
that, what does that mean?
well, he drives around in his truck, points his finger.
Yeah.
I went to the wedding in June. He got married in a Catholic church down here in Boca, of all places.
Yeah.
I got good and buzzed up for the wedding, so I'm sitting there with my wife, and the priest comes out, and the priest has a list, definite list.
The priest had the list. Well, I bet he liked Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet he was one of his favorites.
It was one of his favorites. And one of my favorite songs, one gentleman stood up and sang Ave Maria, and I almost rolled off the pew into the aisle. It was just a little too much.
Yeah.
Because every time you play Ave Maria, I just think of you and another priest story.
I was thinking maybe the priest was singing himself to him, like maybe, won't you let me wear your ring around my thing around your ring, or however that goes.
Yeah, it was something like that. But
because I always thought Scott had a ring around the thing.
He had a ring around a thingy.
Yeah.
I'm not gay or anything, but
of course,
but Scott was looking very good that day. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for the good news. You made my day. That's my lawn guy, Scott, my lawn, and he's not really the lawn guy. He's the guy that puts in those pansies once a year if I can ever get a hold of him. And he's right. He doesn't want to work. This is a guy, you can't get a hold of him for love or money or anything. Does a good job if you can ever get a hold of it. WQAM.
Hey, God, how's it hanging?
Okay.
Hey, listen, how about a Jim Mandich keychain? I'd pay $50 for one.
Okay, it's a good idea.
Because you can't rip that off, right?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How about a whole bunch of Mandich for me?
Okay.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
Thanks, God.
See ya. Boy, they're in such a good mood on the phone today. If I know this, I might have taken a few calls, but I sure doubt it. Don't you think?
Only in the Banana Republic, baby. Only in Miami. I want to bang you in the butt.
Yeah,
honey.
some of these would be good on a keychain. Like,
I want to bang you in the butt, honey.
Can you imagine walking up behind somebody and playing that? Or
oh my God, your breasts are beautiful.
Yeah. And tell you, where the hell is it? See, I just got off. Stuck and can't get off. Where the hell is that, Mandich? He'll be in here, by the way, at 2 o'clock briefly till 3:45. We got an event coming up this afternoon. Anybody who didn't like this show today, you'll wish that this show was back on air once you hear the Miami Hurricanes and the Lehigh Mountain Hawks basketball game. Wow.
Oi!
Oh, Alonzo, you're so big.
Yeah, those would be great on the keychain. I think we just got a great deal. In fact, maybe we could have like a whole bunch of different kind of keychains.
Hank Goldberg keychain.
Yeah.
Hey, stupid!
Right. Or maybe, how about a Joe Rose keychain? Wouldn't be too bad. If I could find any of his stuff on here.
I dumped the bitch right now.
Yeah, or
go your behind, go back behind it again or under it.
Or
he is one good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Grab the wood.
Uh-huh.
I like the wee-wee.
Yeah, that would be big on Joe's keychain.
You can kiss my rear end.
I think this guy just made us about $100,000 for next year's fundraiser. Thank you, sir. So I'm glad I took the old pool off of there because, yeah, now I'm going to work on Scott's pool. I mean, this guy's pool. Look at those phones smoking. They see today, I would like with the stock market. I zig when I should zag, and the market's doing good today. I turn it on for just a second. I don't want to stay there too long because it's bad luck.
Let me know if I should fire up the call screening machine.
No. Why would you want to do that?
I don't want to.
Because then you get all the chronics on there, like that misfit who also called Hank at 20 after 2 yesterday, who was already faxed me this morning. The one we don't mention on the air anymore, the unmentionable misfit, roly-poly turd burger from the hockey games. WQAM.
We don't mention on the air anymore. Hey, how's it going, sir?
All right.
Wanted to see if you could play your version of Butterfly Kisses. That would just make my whole life.
Would that do it for you?
I think so, Neil.
You got it.
Thank you.
Have a happy.
He started out a regular guy who joined the erectory and made the ultimate sacrifice, embracing celibacy. Father O'Toole, amen. Holding through. Father O'Toole. As time went by, his earthly needs compromised his choice. He found a way to get relief by altering young boys. Father O'Toole, amen. Holding through. Father O'Toole, altering boys, amen. He was happy and gay till he got caught by some tattletale. Then the Vatican paid everyone off and he didn't have to go to jail. Father O'Toole, amen. Holding through. Father O'Toole, altering boys, amen. They sent him to a priest retreat where they genuflect and pray. If it was you or it was me, they'd lock us up and throw the keys away. Father wrote to, hey there, holy fool. Father wrote to, altering the glory day. Father wrote to, amen. All right. Holy fool. Father wrote to, amen.
Yeah, you know something? That'd be a great idea for the other people on the station to participate in our fundraiser. They don't even have to do anything. They just lend us their voices on the keychain, right? Let's see, we could have one for Hank, where he would say, "Are you, hey, stupid?" Yeah. And then he could say, wherever, if I can find the damn thing, "Come on, Hank, you can do it, sweetheart. Where the hell is he? Where is he?" That was funny.
This is my third try, folks.
Yeah. Or he could say, I just don't have the time.
That's incredible to me. Incredible.
See, there's too much spurious stuff on there where he's not saying anything in the DCS, so it takes forever to get to it. As opposed to the Mad Dog or the Joe Rose ones where he just
grab the wood
one after the other, like
I like the wee-wee.
Yeah. Oh, why? Or that. Anyway, here's one that says, love the format. Do you have this and that, which I already played Father O'Toole, and I will play Virgin Mary and God Bless You, sir. See, there's some happy people out there. It's just that one jackass who kind of threw me off there, that piece of turd.
What about this one?
What the is that?
Yeah. Yeah, nice job on that, too, the first time, by the way.
George said it was okay.
Yeah, George would say it's okay, and he's still drinking the eggnog. Anyway, 62 votes. How would you rate today's show? 21, great. I love it. 19, it's better than George, which must be saying a lot because they like George, especially that Middle East show. It's okay, 13, and 9 say it sucks. How do you like that?
9.
Lifeless bastards, but they're still listening.
This is 560 QAM. Sports Radio 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, a Beasley Broadcast Group station, and WQAM.com for the world.
Oh, boy, it's the 1 to 2 hour.
Oh, we're fine.
Now the hope depends on you and the powers you possess. Since you saved his life with your flying scissor knife, he's got a job for you to do. You have a brand new style too. We love the way you walk your do. With the big C on your chest and bulletproof in tight dress, then we go to our own Who's with the speed of a gazelle? Sends the bad guy straight to hell. When a building starts to blow, we go in it, then we know you're crushing crime with one mighty blow.
Oh, 103 at 560 WQM. Everybody in a great mood today. I think I did it. I'm the one who put them in a real good mood, if you ask me. The thing about this poll, though, it's a little bit disturbing. Just like yesterday about the best of tapes, and it seemed the only reason I put this thing about it's better than Georgia on there was because it was in that fax, you know, a little sarcastically. But I noticed that a lot of people go out of their way to give him a shot. Have you noticed that? And he's always saying that they hate me like poison. I'm beginning to believe that they may have a point. Now, what is it that you think that they hate about him? Is it because he's a spick? Is that a little Cuban, or
they're jealous of him?
Of all that eggnog? And free meals?
Is that another thing?
They're jealous of what? Of his close association with Al Goldstein?
That, amongst other things.
No, I'm really curious about that. What is it? Is it the topics that they don't like? Like, of course, you're responsible probably for most of them. Like eating ass?
Absolutely not.
And what was the other one that he did about 5 weeks on, about anal sex, which we'd already driven into the ground, if you pardon that expression?
The only one I was responsible for was underage girls giving blowjobs.
Yeah.
Which was
you were responsible for that? Well, there's probably a lot of guys happy to hear that.
You're welcome, guys.
Yeah. Oh, well, that has to do with the thing I was talking about the other day, the fact that they did that survey in the kids today, and we can thank Bubba for this. Most of these kids today, or at least a very large percentage of them, don't consider oral sex to be having sex.
That was our topic.
And so there's this epidemic of young girls who are like giving blowjobs, and they don't consider that to be having sex, which I guess would be fine, except for the fact that there's a lot of disease being spread, mister. Lots of disease. Although we do have that basket full of condoms. Always good to have an extra condom in your basket, just in case of an emergency.
And lotions.
Right. Lotions and potions. In fact, I kind of wondered, who the hell brought that? Oh, it was the people from Planned Parenthood who brought that in. You weren't here that day. And I said, what's that you got with you there, that creature?
It puts the lotion in the basket.
Is what she said, yeah. He did it. And there's the basket sitting right there, which I notice is emptying out very rapidly. So maybe Miguel or somebody around here. It sure isn't Robert Creeper, I'll tell you that, unless he's blowing up balloons. It sure isn't that twerp. That quisling. Anyway, so we'll find out what it is about George. Those disgusting topics or the fact that, what else could it be?
Are you suggesting another new poll question?
No, not on there. I mean, just since we're taking a few calls. Yeah, let's change the poll every 15 minutes. I don't like this one anyway. It's stupid.
They're jealous.
You want to take it? Okay, let's take the poll. We're going to change it. Eric's going to have a nervous breakdown. Hey, listen, you got nothing else going on anyway during the holidays. It'll keep you from eating fat, so.
You could save it for tomorrow.
No! I'll come up with a whole bunch of different ones. I do good poll. You got to admit that.
Yes.
I do sensational poll. In fact, Scott the lawman, if you want to show up again, I'll be happy to show you firsthand. He probably don't look that good anymore anyway. Wouldn't you think that if you're in that business, and you're in the landscaping business, you have regular customers, which he's been doing my house for I don't know how many years now, at least 6-7 years, at least. Wouldn't you think that like every year you'd like send a card or make it like the dentist does, like anybody does, and then make an appointment for like it's that time of the year again, and can I come and put the pansies in or whatever they're going to do, just go ahead. I don't need to be there. He leaves a bill in the mailbox. I send out a check as soon as I get home that day. He gets it the next day. It's a painless transaction, Scott. Trust me. But he just, every year it's the same thing. I think he likes being chased. That's with an ED. He loves it. Good Catholic boy that he is. He likes having guys chase him around. So what the hell was I saying? The new poll is, now you're responsible for this. You're always saying, oh, George thinks I put you up to all this stuff. You're responsible for this. Here he's on vacation. He's in town. For anybody else that needs any eggnog, he's in town, so don't worry about that.
I was defending him. So yes. If I am responsible.
Defending him for what?
Defend. You said, why do they
No, you're the one that said he comes up with all the gross topics like eating ass.
No, you said that.
Well, who came up with that topic?
Eating ass?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh. Sounds to me like you just said that. Look, he's still going to give you the eggnog for nothing, so what are you worrying about? Being a close friend that you are.
George.
Oh. What a shame. Well, you probably know where to get better stuff. Anyway, here's the new poll. The new poll is, who's got the best eggnog in town? Now, here's the new poll. Why do you think, now we're not asking you per se, but why do you think so many people dislike George? Is that a good way to put it?
Sure.
First choice, because they're jealous. That's your suggestion. B, because he's Cuban. C, because they hate his topics. Or D, because they think he sucks. Huh? How's that? Does that cover the whole gamut?
Well, sucks as a talk show host or in general?
As a talk show host.
Okay.
Should we make it more specific because they think he sucks on the air? Huh?
Yeah.
I didn't think we really need to spell that out.
Isn't that the same as hate topics? You could have great topics, but you suck on the air.
What?
Hate topics and sucks on the air is almost the same thing.
No, it is not. If he could have great topics, they might like his topics, they just don't think he belongs on the air. Don't you get the message?
I do get the message.
Okay, now what the hell are the choices again? Before Eric gets all confused and you screw up this poll.
Jealousy.
Jealousy.
Cuban.
Because he's Cuban.
Hate the topics.
Because they hate his topics. Or D, because they think he sucks on the air. That's 4 good topics if you want to, choose to take good shots at your good friend George while he's away on vacation. And he is listening, even though he'll deny it.
young Gonzales, why the hell don't you go home and stop all of that whining from all the crazy Julio? Go back to Cuba with your papa, where you can play in the mud. We'll pack your beans and enchiladas. Just go away, we're all fed up. Hey, Leon Gonzales, why don't you go home? Hey, Leon Gonzales, go home and leave us all alone.
Daddy Olisi, I don't want to go back. I like shopping for free toys better.
You've got your Pokemon t-shirt.
Incredible.
And your Mickey Mouse ears. You've had your fun, now start packing so they can get you out of here. It's at the point where we can't stand it. Everybody's had enough of all the Julios and crackers who put the dust in Florida. Hey, 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 Leon Gonzales, why don't you go home? Hey, Leon Gonzales, go home and leave us all alone.
Daddy Olisi, look, they're giving away free SNH green cards. Can I have one?
Blame it on my childhood. My lawyer says it worked quite well for some. 'Cause I've been looking around for an excuse to explain my quirk. You can't recognize me. My doctors have bleached out my ethnicity, and I keep children around, and they sleep inside my bed. People say that I am gay, that is why I married Lisa Marie. It's way too late to compensate with this song. That's really bad. Blame it on my childhood and all of those toys that I never had. The only G.I. Joe in my life was my drunk and abusive dad. Before you judge me and call me freaky, let me whine and talk and say, I blame it on my childhood.
Funding for this program is provided in part by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by public television stations and their contributors.
Dum-de-dum-dum. Hey, Bert, have you seen my rubber ducky?
You had a hole in it, Ernie. I threw it out.
But, Bert, you know I always take a bath with my rubber ducky. What am I supposed to do now?
Here. Just play with this, Ernie.
Bert, this is your dildo. This is for bedtime, not bath time.
Well, we'll have to do it until we can get you another rubber ducky.
But, Bert.
Just take your bath, Ernie.
It's not going to be the same without my rubber ducky.
Rubber Dicky. Rubber Dicky, this could be kind of fun. Rubber Dicky. Rubber Dicky, you're the one. You make that time lots of fun. Rubber Dicky, I'm awfully fond of you. Oh, they'll feel Rubber Dicky, joy of toys. When I use you for face noise, Rubber Dicky, you have identical ends, that's true. Every day when I make my way to the tubby, I find a little fellow who's cute, flesh-colored and chubby. Rubber Dicky, you're so fine, and I'm glad that you are blind. Rubber Dicky, I'm awfully fond of. Rubber Dicky, I'd like to hold on to. Rubber Dicky, I have a tight bond with you.
Tonight on ABC, experience Christmas the NYPD Blue way. Buck naked and raw.
Sylvia, I'm f***ing home. Whoops, you're naked.
Andy, I'm so f***ing glad to see you. I have a f***ing surprise.
Of course you're f***ing naked.
Not that asshole there.
Aw, you got me a f***ing Christmas present. That's so f***ing sweet. Thanks, you shit-hole big-ass whole bag and sucking mother f***ing poo-poo head.
My pleasure. Hey, let's
Hey, I better remove my holster.
It's raunchy fun for everyone. NYPD Blue, the Christmas special. Tonight, right after Luther Campbell's Christmas Carol on ABC.
Police got my bus. Police got my bus. Police got my bus. Oh yes, and I had quite a lot. Police got my bus. Police got my bus. But that's alright with me, 'cause it was sprayed with paraquat. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas while they're smoking all of my pot. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas while they're smoking all of my pot. Police got my butt. Police got my butt. Police got my butt. They confiscated all I got. Police got my butt. Police got my butt. Police got my butt. They busted me in a parking lot. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish them a Merry Christmas while they're smoking all of my pot. There's a man, it's not, who needs a kick in the butt, Hussein. Thinks his flag don't work, this guy is really a jerk, Hussein. Watch those gas prices fly, all on account of this guy, Hussein. When you're feeling your day, remember who you should thank, Hussein. Needs a slap, wipe his crap off the mat, Hussein.
everybody be old Hussein. Now he's getting his dues for causing everyone's blues Hussein. Figured he had it made, sure hope he likes the blockade Hussein. Needs a slap, right this crap off the mat Hussein. Needs a slap, right this crap off the mat Hussein. Insane.
Juan Miguel Gonzalez, father of Ilian, meets with his attorney in preparation to take his son back to Cuba.
Well, Mr. Gonzalez, how was your trip?
Very good, gracias.
Do you have any questions before we go any further?
See, this box with the pictures. It's incredible. What is this?
Oh, that's a television.
Oh, television. Mr. Lawyer, what does WADA mean?
Pardon me?
WADA.
Well, it means what's up, like what's going on.
WADA.
Right, it's a greeting.
WADA.
Now, I know that you're uncomfortable being here. This is a very difficult time for you. What is it?
Oh, this Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza is incredible. How do they get the mozzarella cheese into the crust?
I'm not sure. So, as I was saying... as I was saying, we will try to make your stay here as comfortable as possible and get you home as quickly as possible.
Bye.
Are you going somewhere, sir?
No, I'm listening to the new CD by the boy band In Sync with my new Sony Discman. It's incredible.
Yes, Mr. Gonzalez, they are quite incredible, but we'll be meeting with the...
Just another play in the game for two. You must hate me, but it ain't no lie. Bye.
Oh, God, sir, don't you want to get this over and get back to Cuba?
What are you, loco? I love it here. There's like 300 channels on cable, and I can watch all the Yankee games.
But, sir...
Mr. Lawyer?
What is it, Mr. Gonzalez?
See, this poll is all your fault, because you would have wanted, embellished it. It's right on the tape when you were getting carried away. Why do you think so many people dislike George, as if that wasn't good enough, and then so much? Why don't you just say, the poll should have been, if you would have worded it the way you wanted, why do you think so many people hate George like poison? That would have been the way you would have worded it.
I didn't say that.
Well, you came close, dislike him so much. Well, here we only have 13 votes so far, but we're just getting going. Because they hate his topics, 5. Because he sucks on the air, 4. Because they're jealous of him, 3. Because he's Cuban, solamente uno.
And that was your vote?
No, I'm not telling you what I voted, regardless of which one it was. I'm not telling you. I would say because he's Cuban.
No.
Does the audience hate Miguel?
Oh, they love Miguel.
Well, he's Cuban.
This is 560 QAM.
Hey, yo, man, what's up with your fakata mishpura?
If your toothpaste doesn't taste great, your kids don't brush long enough, which could lead to ugly tartar buildup. The solution? Regular checkups and brushing with New Crust, the tartar-controlled toothpaste laced with crack cocaine.
Hey, son, almost done in there?
Brushing, get back, brushing! Crust is not only clinically proven, it's also highly addictive. So your kids will brush and brush and brush. And brush and brush and brush.
Come on, Billy, it's been 45 minutes.
Brushing!
If you're not careful, you're going to wear those teeth down to little nubbins.
Oh, God, no!
What's wrong, son?
Almost out of crust! Hook your kids on a healthy habit for life. Brushing with New Crust with crack cocaine.
Sure, I'm going to be late for work now, but it's good to see Billy brushing.
Get out, old man. This is a carjacking.
Billy, what are you doing?
I said out.
Billy, what are you doing?
Gotta go to car to get more crust. New Crust toothpaste laced with crack cocaine. Recommended by 9 out of 10 drug addicts.
When I shop and get into the cashier line, I'm
Stuck behind an old bag almost every time. Wearing white slacks to sheer for the stage to hide. Parting in line. Parting in line. Parting in line. Parting in line. Look around, see everybody dancing down to avoid the one who's loud. Thank goodness it's 85. Who's parting in line? Parting in line. Parting in line. Parting in line. Writing out a check as she's farting away, but they won't accept checks from the Bank of Bombay. So she scours her change first for pennies, her coupons and dimes. While farting in line, farting in line, farting in line, farting in line. All the time, I want to say that it ain't mine. The old guy is just a line with a little smile. Farting in line, farting in line, farting in line, farting in line.
28 till 2 at 560 WQAM. How's that? Our third poll of the day. I think this is the first time we ever took 3 in one day, and we're not done yet. Why do you think so many people dislike George so much? Hate him like poison. Because he sucks on the air, 18. Because they're jealous of him, 15. Well, that's not bad. That one almost balances out. Because they hate his topics, 11. And because he's Cuban, 6. I'm surprised at that. See, where's the logic in that? If they all love Miguel and he's Cuban, why is it that so many of them dislike George and he's Cuban? Maybe he just don't look like Miguel. Maybe that's part of the problem. WQAM.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I wanted to make a request for the, these old sound clips that he's got.
Yeah.
The gay little Indian in the cupboard.
Indian in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that in the coon's age. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
Okay, what do you want, Joe? What the hell is that called? There's Indian in the blender.
I think it's called Gay Indian.
Gay Indian in the cupboard?
Yeah.
You have to be schmitting me, huh? You mean I forgot that?
Hello? Who's in my cupboard? It's the gay Indian in my cupboard. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Finally, a movie for homosexual children.
Hello.
Gay Indian in the cupboard.
Can I shower with you, little boy?
Gay Indian in the cupboard.
Where are you, gay Indian? Oh. Hey, how did you get my pants?
Gay Indian in the cupboard.
Question. Can we get some shelf paper in here? You know, like a magenta or something?
Gay Indian in the cupboard.
Can we shut that crap off? This is one redskin who wants some shelter. Yes!
You know, here's a great fax from Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. From a Margate, who says, what's wrong with leaving the keychains for sale on their website all the time? You can update the voices every 2 or 3 months. Planned Parenthood would appreciate the money coming in all year long and peaking for the holidays. Great show today, and I like George. When you're gone, the tapes suck. The best of... See, there's somebody who likes George. He don't hate him like poison, in spite of what you said. No, but that's a good idea. Why couldn't we do that? Oh, that's right, because it creates a problem, because then we have to have the front money to make up more new keychains, and then we get back into that same argument because, George is a hard ass about it.
Hey, pal, need a hand with that? Ouch. Next time you go shopping, go to Scrotum's, where everything comes in its own protective sack.
For one-stop shopping, got the ball. Right below Dick's, at the mall. The stores and easy and high-speed modems. Safe in a sack right here at Scrotum's.
Everything you want at a price that's low. Looking for furniture? Don't shop Siemens. Come to the source. Thinking of buying a new car?
All models sold at Scrotums come with the driver's side double airbag. When it's cold outside, prices shrink at Scrotums. So come in now for our winter sale and receive a free Scrotums coffee mug that rests comfortably on any chin. You'd have to be nuts to shop anywhere else. Just ask Harry Balls, our proud owner.
That's right, Harry Balls here. Hey, we've got it all at Scrotums. Have you ever dated an Italian girl with a mustache as thick as Raleigh fingers? Then pick up our Lady Remington mustache and beard trimmer. Just ask Mrs. Balls.
That's right, honey. I looked like Sebastian Cabot till I got the Lady Remington from Scrotums. Now my face is as smooth as foreskin.
Scrotums. We're never blue when we satisfy you.
For one-stop shopping at the mall. The rifle road dicks at the mall. From cars to cows and high-speed modems. Safe in a sack right here at Scrotums.
So Eric calls up George to see if he was listening. Nice touch there, Eric, you fat slob. Well, what the hell did they do that for? So now he'll turn on the radio and he'll think that we're going out of our way, that I'm going out of my way to rip him. It was your idea.
It was not.
Especially the wording of it. Especially when you got all defensive about how it was definitely his idea about doing 6 weeks on eating ass. How's that poll coming so far since George just flipped on the radio? Why do you think so many people dislike George so much? Well, he won't mind that because he's the one that's always saying that. They hate me like poison. He's always saying, I say, no, they don't. Yeah, they hate me. He's insisting on that. And I say, okay, well, I'm not going to argue with it anymore. They hate you like poison. Because he sucks on the air, 30. Because they're jealous of him, 20. Because they hate his topics, 14. Because he's Cuban, 9. Let me say it again. Because he's Cuban, 9. Yeah. And what do we think of that so far, mister?
I think jealousy is going to win in the end.
In the end.
They're jealous. He's got a hot wife. He's got a nice house. He's got a family.
How do they know what his wife looks like?
You know what his wife looks like.
I know what his wife looks like, but how does the audience know what his wife looks like?
Photos on the internet page.
Oh.
And George talks about her all the time.
Crystal has naked photos on the internet page?
They're not naked.
Oh.
Her tongue is out.
Yeah, well, maybe if he put some naked pictures on there, they might like him a lot more. 22 till, of his wife, that is. 22 till 2 at 560 QAM.
Why are you airing shit like this?
Hi, I'm Aaron Summers, and you know what? You got me talking on the passion phone. Tell me the story about how you got flown. I got you down. Yeah. Holy cow. I'll tell you once more before I hang up the phone. I got you down. The lines are jammed up. Yes, there isn't a doubt. Call up and tell me what it's all about. I got you down. Yeah. Holy cow. I'll tell you once more before I hang up the phone. I got you down. I got you down. I got you down. I got you down. I got you down.
Are you sure?
Here on the show, there's a new topic each night. Who'd you have sex with? Were they black or were they white? I got you down. Yeah. Holy cow. I'll tell you once more before I hang up the phone. I got you down.
Get me a ticket for an aeroplane. Got to get on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just got to win. Spin the wheel again. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Bankrupt? What do you mean bankrupt? I don't care how much money I got to spend. Can't stand to look at Fat Jack again. Won't throw in the towel till I buy your vowel. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Hey, man, what do you mean there's no effing phone? Vanna, pick me a letter. No one does it any better. I dream about you. Hey, Vanna, is that an all-over stand or what? Vanna, I don't understand why you make $100 grand. Not for me to say. Anyway, get me a ticket for an aeroplane. Gonna be on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just got to win, spin the wheel again. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Go, Vanna, go, baby, go, all right. Hey, get out of my face, Pat. Is that a toupee? Hey, is there an L in that word? Is it lowrider? All right, go, rider. Forget the letter, man. I'll take Vanna White. You're beautiful, baby. You and me could play the home game. Got me a ticket for an aeroplane. All right. I'm on the Wheel of Fortune game. I just love that sound. I'm in the bonus round. Hey, Vanna, pick me a letter. Lose a turn. Hey, Pat, lose this. Vanna, pick me a letter. No one does it any better. I dream about you. All right, that is an all-over stand. Vanna, I don't mean to stare, but are you wearing underwear? Not for me to say. Anyway, I don't care how much money I got to spend. Can't stand to look at Fat Jack again. Won't throw in the towel till I buy your vowel. Oh, Vanna, pick me a letter. Please, Vanna, pick me a letter. All right, I'm ready to pick, baby. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That should cover it, huh? All right, I'll take the sofa, the blender, the microwave, the refrigerator. Hey, man, what do you mean $500 for a black and white 5-inch portable TV set? You got ripped off, man. My brother-in-law can get it for you wholesale. Give me the money and I'll buy the TV set, man, all right? Hey, man, come on, baby.
And now here's Timmy Dean, founder of Timmy Dean Pork Sausage, with a few words about new Timmy Dean bagel sandwiches.
Hello, I'm Timmy Dean. You know, if someone had told me 25 years ago that I'd be making bagels, I'd have said, huh? That's Jew food, isn't it? But times have changed, and I guess I've got to change with them. But I don't have to like it. You people want your bagels, I'll give you your bagels, with a big old greasy slab of Timmy Dean pork sausage on it. New Timmy Dean non-kosher bagel sandwiches. If you're Jewish, you can buy them. You just can't eat them.
New Timmy Dean bagel sandwiches. There's a little bit of bigot in every bite.
She can get on her knees and do what you like. She can do you in high heels with 6-inch high spikes. You'd like her to reveal what she has underneath. Spank her butt like a child, 'cause she's always a call girl to me. All right. Undercovers with style, she's a cute Mona Lisa. She'll take your personal check, MasterCard or your Visa. She'll call up your wife if you can't pay her fee. She'll blackmail you blind, but she's always a call girl to me. The cash, she will mate if you want. You'll be first in her line. Oh, yes, she always puts out when you only want in, but she's watching the time. She can kill politicians with candid affection. As they say in Chinese, you might lose an erection. While you're front page in tabloids, she's on her shopping spree. Label her first-class hooker, but that sounds like a call girl to me.
Mm-hmm. 149 at 560 WQAM. The Mad Dog, Jim Anderson, along for Hank at 2. But briefly, unfortunately, because we got some heavy-duty crap coming along later on. 3:45, the Hurricane warm-up. And at 4 o'clock, the Hurricanes and the Lehigh Mountain Hawks. Basketball, baby. And guess what Beasley is right now if you rush?
$8.
Hell of a bargain, man.
This is 560 QAM. Sports Radio 560 WQAM Miami, Fort Lauderdale. A Beasley broadcasting station. And WQAM.com for the world.
Hey, kids, are you tired of that neighborhood bully?
He stole my lunch money.
Ah, shut up, kid, and tell your mom to hold the mail next time.
Next time, fight back.
But he's bigger than me.
No. Just tell Mom next time she hits the candy aisle at the grocery store, pick up a pack of new Shot Cat candy bars.
Shot Cat?
Yes, it's a new candy bar made entirely from recycled cow dung, guaranteed to turn your stomach. So next time...
All right, kid, give me a lunch.
No. Please don't take it.
Just shut up and hand it over.
Okay, here you go. But whatever you do, please don't eat my candy bar.
Hey, cool. Ah, this tastes like shit.
So, you want my lunch tomorrow, too?
We got a hunch, you gotta blow lunch when you take a bite of that Shot Cat bar.
Out Magazine, who quickly become known for outing some of the greatest names in show business, is proud as a pigeon to introduce the gay community to a very special fellow. In fact, he's a real doll. It's Gay Ken. Just pull his string and he'll make you sing.
Bend me over and use me like a habit trail.
He's toiled in the shadow of that fish Barbie for 25 years, and now he's out.
Paddle me like a canoe on the Delaware River.
Hi, this is Harvey Firestein. You know, after a long night spanking biker boys at Purgatory or chasing around the extras at La Cage, I can't wait to go home and play with Ken.
Let's redecorate Barbie's funhouse using lots of mauve and dried flowers.
Coming soon, it's G.I. JoJo with Kung Fu Grip. Pull his string and he'll sing show tunes just like Judy Garland.
This is the most disgusting program. I urge everyone to complain to this station.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by New F***ing Clean, the all-purpose cleaner. See this shirt? It's fucking clean. How nasty is this carpet stain? Well, just drop down to your knees, use a little bit of elbow grease, and fucking clean it. Yes, you can fucking clean anything. Fucking clean your dog. Fucking clean your silverware. Fucking clean your car. Fucking clean everything you own. Get fucking clean today. Come visit one of our 8 fucking clean stores, or look us up on the web at fuckingclean.com and fucking clean it up.
Are you searching for a new sensation in dining? If you're tired of that same old bump and grind, then why not revisit an old friend and eat at the Y? That's right, folks, because here at the Y, we've turned our old facilities into a mouth-watering buffet. And you've never seen a spread like this one, featuring some of the most delicious entrees you've ever tasted. And if you like eating Mexican, you'll love the Y because every night is taco night. Or if you enjoy the taste of wild game, our chefs prepare a lip-smacking sautéed rabbit baked in a golden flour crust. That's right, pear pie. It's all here. Literally mounds of piping hot food, including juicy steaks cooked medium rare. Because when you eat at the Y, all the meat is pink in the middle. Or if you like spicy food, here's an unusual entree, a red-hot Cajun mule steak. Talk about a piece of ass that brings tears to your eyes. It's lip-smacking goodness you won't want to miss. So the next time you eat out, slide on down to the Y.
Just north of Percy Highway off the number 1 exit.
Go to eat it the way. Go to eat it the way.
Come right up, ladies and gentlemen, to see the world's biggest hooters, Noah, Nippaloos, Tom Sponges, Warhead, yeah.
I walk into the strip club, what do I see? A head and two big bush bumps walking right at me. They look like two big headlights, I thought like a deer. I closed my eyes and screamed like hell as she came near. Digging through my fingers, I began to moan. What is that for wonders that made from silicone? Enormous. Enormous. I just can't help thinking they were built from a kid. Enormous. Enormous. Well, I had a bunch of dollars when I went to the place. I could swear there was a smile on old George's face. There was Mickey, Knock Girls, and Candy Cantaloupes. There was Heidi Hooters dressed up like a boat. If they had a baby and fed it from their breast, they better buy that kid a really good life vest. Enormous. Enormous. I just got help thinking they were good from a kid. Enormous. Enormous. Okay.